trying to decide how you wanted to handle the deal that you have made with the Arcanaloth, uh, as that can hold consequences. As the deal that was made was in honesty, as we figured on, as y'all figured out last week, on his part. He
Do we
truly
have
wanted
any
to make the deal.
do we have any sense that in this dimension time is passing in the same rate as it is back home?
You don't know, but I know y'all were wanting to ask the Sphinx if she was going to let you stay here, uh, in which she is not. Uh, the party in itself is uh, has taken what she is protecting, and she is leaving and collapsing this whole place.
Mom, I want my money.
And she no longer has any. Uh, she's not fulfilling what she was supposed to anymore.
All I'm saying is, I say we make him give us our book first.
Right.
I don't trust him enough. I know he said he wasn't lying, but I don't trust him enough.
Well, and it also seems more
Sphinx,
for
what if
him.
we can get you the book back? What if we just borrowed the book? Will you stick around for it?
Which book?
Your book. We just need your book to get our book. After we get our book, we can get your
That's
book
what you're
back
thinking
and
of
bring
telling
it
him.
here. No, that's what I'm telling the Sphinx. Can she leave this place open for us to rest so that when we get back, maybe we do double cross on him, get the book back, and bring it here?
She says she'll leave it open for you to rest for the book, which Eleander's not real keen on that idea.
Yeah. This insight check. Does she seem concerned at all with? I guess I'm kind of still scratching my head to why she remains here.
Well, she remain. I mean, for the lack of anything specific, she
Mm-hmm.
remains here because it was tasked to her by other Celestials
Mm-hmm.
to guard the entrance to it. In what most sphinxes do,
Right.
you of course pass by her riddle, so you are allowed to make the next step. But now that the book is taken, uh, she no longer has to abide by that guise, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
So now that you have it, she's done. Neither, like I said, neither good nor bad. She's done here.
Okay. But I do agree with Ethan that we've done all the hard work, and I'm talking about the next encounter, not this one. I don't trust him, and after talking to
Well, you do know that a deception check slash, or I'm sorry, a insight check slash didn't make a deception check at all. He was not lying. He truly was willing to make that trade.
no, yeah. I'm looking at it from a standpoint, and
But I
Josh and
understand you not trusting him.
well, Josh and Brandon probably could echo this as well after our discussion with Levitus, whatever his name is, the devil,
Levistus.
Levistus, that he could be used as a vessel, a mortal vessel to do his dirty work, and that's what I'm concerned with. Is we're already fighting uphill with Ariel, and to have something else that could manifest is very concerning to me. Um, I don't know what to do with that. I just think we just not throw caution to the wind when
Just a
we
random thought, in other
yeah.
words.
Yeah, we need to be prepared. How's that sound? If things go south, that this thing doesn't grow like 12 feet tall and come after us. Oh, D door.
Yeah, I just think we need to be careful as we do this.
Test. Okay.
Yeah, you're here,
What's
man.
up?
My headset keeps, like, it cut out again.
Still giving you trouble?
Yeah. So, I'll try to keep note of that in case it goes out again. But I was echoing the sentiment that, like, not only that, but we know that the creature, since Zach, like, knew a little bit about it, I guess Eleander as well, that it's inherently evil. It has evil intentions. Even if he's truthful in saying that he will turn over the book, that's not to say that, like, he won't, like, double cross us down the line, or potentially, the book have some property or power that would put us in a bind.
I mean, honestly, at this point, I'm all for double crossing him. He gives us the book, we double cross him, get our book back, give the book back to the lion here, and go on our way.
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine with that. Because
I think that would
he's
be a
kind
good
of
choice.
he's kind of a dick.
Yep.
Dick or no mortal should have that much power.
He
Dude,
killed the penguin!
he did
And
kill
he
the
did.
penguin.
He's also very powerful. He summoned, like, a crap ton of enemies last time. Or
The only thing I would be worried about is he said he'd put the book we want in another plane of existence. I don't know how he did that.
Mm.
Would Zach know how he did that? Like, can they, like, plane shift, or...
I don't think Eleander truly knows that much about him.
Okay. Because, I mean, I
Zach-
just know... I don't want him
Zach-
to just be able to, like, grab
Yeah.
it and
Zach
go.
probably knows
Yeah.
a lot about it, or at least their motivation. I don't think he
Mhm.
knows their stat block, but I think he might know their motivation.
Mm. All right.
But yeah, I'm perfectly fine with double crossing him.
Just get ready to throw down if need be, because he was pretty nasty last time.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
And again, I have...
Which is why I was
spell slots, but
hoping that we could take a rest here.
Yeah. I have pretty much expended most of my good spell slots, except for one that I'm saving just in case.
Yeah, I've
She
got
Lion-
has,
The
she
lion
has-
lady said we couldn't rest here, didn't
yeah,
she?
she has let you know that you are on your way out, and she is on her way out.
Mm.
As you were
But
discussing
how
what to do.
are we supposed to return the book to you if you collapse this dimension?
She didn't say you would return it to her. She said she's
No, we
willing
very
to.
much
If you
we
wanted
very
to
much
stay
want to
here,
return the book.
if you wanted to stay here now, she'll take the book as trade.
Look, we want the book to trade for another book. We want to then get the book back and give the book to you. We have to get this other book, though. There are some times that things are more important than just one thing. You have to think about all the parts of a working puzzle.
Would anything else be equal collateral?
No. Good. I may drop out of here. My connection to the server has been interrupted.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Or at least Roll20. Apparently Discord's still fine. She says no,
Ellie is
because
being
she
very
is also
quiet. We'll
quite
leave him
happy
here.
that she is also quite happy that what she has been tasked to do is technically done. She is also ready to be free.
Hmm.
She's ready to be free of this particular job, whether you take it or not. Her task is done. She was not in any way bound to it or whatever, other than what task she was made to do here or agreed to do. You don't really know. But as far as mortals in the mortal world goes, she's not all that concerned. Man, I hope not, Brendan.
I don't know if it's my headset or yours, but it was coming back a bit fuzzy.
It's probably that connection drop I was getting out of Roll20.
Well, I reckon if she's
So
just gonna...
like I say, you've got enough time to discuss what you would like to try to do as you are walking back toward Roland to exit this portal back to the library.
And we're gonna jaunt right back into where we were, which he's like right there.
You'll come right back into that little portal book, that you left when you teleported through.
So if we're gonna do this, we might as well go in strong and just right off the bat. Oh no, because the book's someplace else.
We have to get the book
Yeah.
back from him first.
Yeah.
What was the? Does anyone remember the exact wording of the promise we made to him?
I mean, it may have been retrieve as opposed to get. I know he was trying to build us up, like, oh, you can do this, and I'm thinking, why couldn't he? Now, so do you guys remember why he couldn't do it himself?
He said that the portal was protected from creatures of like his kind.
Evil, probably.
Yeah, evil, or I don't know if he's like a devil or something.
Well, Zach informed us, and I cannot remember if this was Eleander or if this was him metagaming, but that they're little devil goblin type creatures. They're
He
evil.
rolled something for that.
Yeah.
It wasn't metagaming. He rolled something for that.
He may have. I have to admit, I can't remember exactly what that was.
I just remember him
And it would
saying
have
that
been
they're
so far back, you'd have to probably exit the game to pull up the whole chat log.
yeah.
Or you
But
can
there was,
go to
I remember him
YouTube.
doing something, talking about what kind he is, which was he is a fiend. But he is not like devils or demons, in which there's a bit of lawfulness and a bit of chaotic. He is down the middle road of evil, being neutral.
Benefactor. We talked about that too. But he didn't articulate how he was going to use it, which that's what concerns me. Is this little guy
Control the devils.
He said he would. He said he couldn't tell us when or where he'd use it because he would use it when it was event.
Yeah.
Right.
And he does not know when that will.
But he did tell you, what, again, up front, what was in it. Or what I guess what everybody assumes is in it. Let me put it that way.
So let's make the assumption that when he jaunts into whatever dimensional or realm, it's going to take him an action to get there and an action to come back. Let's make that assumption. So we will have about 10 to 12 seconds to do any last minute thing. So if you're prepping a whole person or Bigsby's hand or whatever, that's the time to do it.
David, what does this book look like? Is it written in common or is it written in?
You have actually not been able to open it yet, and he has not told you why you couldn't. That never come up in conversation. But as you try to open it, it actually doesn't open. When you try to open it up and flip through any pages.
Can I try to figure out why?
You sure can.
Arcana check?
Give me I think this would be more along the lines, I'll let it be Arcana or History.
Ooh, you should let me do it. You want me to do it?
Something has to be given to the book first, is all you know, Vigor, with a 14.
I'm going to assist. Roll it again, Josh. If David will allow it.
If you're going to assist, it can be done at advantage.
That's a 30.
You know that it has, you fiddle with it, and this book needs to be fed souls, but not just souls in general. You know that it needs to be fed 99 innocent souls before it can be cracked open.
That's just not going to happen. I'm not going to let him kill 99 people.
Are they virgins?
Doesn't matter.
It's kind of open-ended when you want to say innocent.
That's another gateway. present.
But you know it will take 99 of them.
Yep, that's just not going to happen.
Which obviously is why he could not tell you when he could get in the book. Or use the book.
We need to kill this guy because we can't let him kill 99 just innocent people.
I completely agree. However, we definitely need to come up with a strategy to get the book from wherever it is to this dimension before we even attempt to turn it over.
Well, he said he'll give it to us.
He's gonna trade us the books.
But what's gonna happen is he's gonna give us that book first.
It's like he doesn't trust us.
Oh, I know, right? What else could we do? I mean,
it's such bullshit.
I know, man. It's terrible.
I think we have our plan. Go in there and get the book, kill him with kindness, and then kill him.
Sounds good to me.
I just want to be fighting on two fronts, right? We're going against Ariel, and then before you know it, there's a host of demons or devils.
Yeah.
And then there's a Tarask, and then
think about it.
You know
he can't do that because he can't open it yet.
Yeah.
He did tell you that he don't know when he can use it because he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't want to be one step closer. I don't want to help him towards that end.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go get him. So, Josh, you want to talk to him? You baby him up with deception or performance or whatever?
Okay.
I'm asking.
No, I will. I'm
going to cast guidance again to you for your next roll. You got a 33 on that last one technically, Arcana.
Yeah. All right. So as everybody gets themselves together, you go back through the portal and find yourself right back into the room where you are with the Arcanaloth. Behind the desk, waiting on you.
Does the portal disappear behind us?
It does close, just as she said. When she kicks you out, she's fulfilled her end of the deal.
Well, we have fulfilled our end of the bargain. We have the book.
Excellent. I knew you guys. I knew you guys could do it. You were going to succeed where I could not. I knew it. And I'm willing to make a complete trade of the book. Complete trade.
Okay.
But I'm willing to make it, and he points at you, Vigor. I'm willing to make it with just you.
Okay.
If the rest of you would like to step out in the other side of the library, I'll be more than happy to summon the other book and make it with just this gentleman here, just Vigor. Vigor Gregarious.
Which room is he motioning to out here?
Yes, he's telling y'all to leave this little area, go back out into the library, and he says, I'll make the trade with just Vigor.
That sounds shady.
Yeah.
Or he sees Zaris coming around the table.
He's okay. He's okay.
Like a Mexican standoff. He says, yeah, if you exit, I'll be more than happy to make the trade with Zaris, book for book.
Oh, he's gonna
book for book.
This is me thinking this is like, oh, he's gonna fuck us over.
Yeah. On the way out, I'm going to kind of tap him on the shoulder, Vigor.
Sure.
And and say, we're out here if you need us. And I'm going to, through the staff, Fortune's favor, which gives him that benefit. Oh, shoot, it's a 1 minute. Never mind, it's a 1 minute casting. I wouldn't have time to do that.
Good catch.
Okay.
Just trying, buddy.
All right.
These rules.
You still have guidance though, which is a 2.
I'm gonna put the book in my right hand
Sure.
and go whenever
He
you're
gets
ready.
up and he moves over to Zaris and he says, "Sorry, but this is a private conversation." And he shuts the door in your face, Zaris.
Is there any cracks in the doors? Can we see any light at all, like coming through?
I'm opening the door.
You find that you can open it if you want. But he's told you. He said he said I'm willing to make this deal in honesty, but you're not coming in. It will be between me and Vigor with the book.
That's fine. I'm gonna open the door. I'm not in. Just simply watching.
Then he's going to shut it, and you hear him lock it this time.
Okay. I can't really do anything about that one.
Well, you
Other
can
than-
break down the door.
Other than break it down. But we also want this book.
Right.
Right.
True.
All right, Vigor. So he looks at you and he says, "As I said, I'm completely willing to make the trade.
Of course.
One book for one book." And
One
he
for one.
reaches down into his bag and he pulls out what looks to you, and I think I gave y'all a picture of it. It looks very similar to the book that you got out of Aurel's abode. Y'all probably have a handout or a note at which I gave it to you. At least I think I did. That's a picture of her book. I just can't remember if I was able to pull that off or not.
Players' handouts.
I vaguely remember. Yeah.
But it's a funny
It
looking
being described. I don't.
picture of a book. Like I say, I can't remember if I was able to, if there was a picture of it or not. But you can look it up on D&D Beyond if you really want to look at it. Anyway, Vigor, it looks very similar to that book. And he tells you this is the Revelations book. I'll be more than happy to fulfill my end of the bargain and trade it to you. And he lays it face down or just right on the table in front of him with his hand on it.
I hold the book out like this, and I put my hand on that book and I say, "On three."
He reaches up and grabs that other book. He says, "Sure, I'll make the even trade." And
1, 2.
2.5.
2.5. He tries to pull the book at the same time as lift his hand.
3. I grab the book. I take the book in my hand and wrist pocket.
So you're using an item?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I guess what's that do?
So I flick my wrist, and the book he wants.
Yeah.
I grab the book that I want. At the same time, I make the book that he wants here into an extra dimensional space.
Okay. I see the spell now. I was on a different tab. All right, you make it vanish. So, he looks at you and says, "Why would you cheat? Why would you break the deal?"
Why did you kill the fucking penguin?
I told you why I killed the penguin.
We hear this, by the way.
Yeah, you probably definitely hear that yell. He
Then
tells you
through the door.
Sure, come on in. I mean, make your strength check though.
I say when I hear Vigor yelling, I'm coming through the door.
Well, you heard what he yelled, but if you want to come through the door, come through the door.
Okay, I am also. So we're not in initiative or anything. If I have another action or free action, my free action is going to be used to telepathically tell Corvus, "Get the fuck in here now."
Okay.
Because he is, obviously ready for the betrayal. I mean, he reaches down and grabs his own book.
All right. On this side of the door, I tell everyone, get in there now.
We
So
Bert,
get in
if he grabs for the book in my hand, I am going to.
well, both of you are grabbing for the same book, so it will be contested. Because you
Okay.
made the book that was already in your hand, which was the Book of Keeping, go into the wrist pocket.
But the book's in my hand, right?
Not anymore. You made it go into the wrist pocket.
No. Not that book. The book I want is in my hand.
Well,
right?
it's kind of in both of your hands, so it's a bit of a contested. It would be contested between the two of you.
Can I teleport away with it?
No, because it's contested between you. You would have to win a contested roll. It would be
Okay.
your athletics or acrobatics versus his athletics or acrobatics.
Okay.
So
Good roll. Good roll.
21.
21.
Good roll. Good roll.
Oh, my
damn.
gosh.
He's
Damn
gonna,
it.
he's
What a
gonna,
time for a crit.
He's gonna take it in the contested roll.
Oh, that sucks.
Gosh. Even with cheating.
Ethan, you put your shoulder into that door, and
Wait a minute.
Does not bust it down.
I'm going to cast Temporal Shunt.
Well, we're going to go into combat now, and see how that goes. Let me clear this out before anybody rolls.
Oh, crap.
It's a reaction.
That'll be fine, but the minute this starts, this is combat. The minute you try to take it, the minute you got rid of the other book.
Oh, I cannot wait till next campaign.
The dice don't like you, though. I mean,
Well, they never did, but
Yeah, he'll tell you real quick. They never have.
At least his next character will have a big enough bonus for it not to matter.
yeah, these
However,
rolls
if you
will be
start
at 12.
rolling like 14s and 15s, I am going to giggle a little bit. I'm not going to lie. Like if you still have a plus 13 to initiative, but you keep
But
rolling
still
ones and
roll-
twos,
Oh, I
you
don't
get, like-
doubt it.
I
At
am
least
gonna-
it'll be 14s and 15s.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
the whole
above
reason of
average.
me getting that much initiative bonus is that when I do roll poor, at least it's going to be still moderate initiative.
Right. Well, that's true. All right, let's kick it off. You know that Zaris put his shoulder into the door and it did not collapse. Brandon, you're up.
Reaction, Temporal Shunt.
Okay, what is it?
Target the triggering creature, which will succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or vanish, being thrown to another point in time and causing the attack to miss or the spell be wasted. So
There's no attack
essentially,
here.
He didn't get the book. He did a contested roll. That's an attack against me to get the book.
Not really. I don't think that applies for this one. He has willfully not attacked you. He has tried to hold on to the book.
If it's a contested roll, I would strongly disagree. I mean, that's fine. Whatever you say. I would strongly disagree that is not an attack.
If he was trying to grapple you, I would say so. I would say so in all cases if it was a grapple to you. But you were both kind of going for a free item. I don't think it would be directly to you. If it was actually,
I mean,
Vigor,
I would say if somebody pulls something out of my hand, I feel like that's attack, but that's okay.
Yeah,
we can go on.
I don't think in this one it would apply as an attack against Vigor. But don't spend anything for it.
I didn't spend it. I put it back.
Brandon.
Considering my strength is dog shit, and anything I can do would be more helpful if the door was open. Could I defer my turn until the door is open?
I mean, you have a trigger and a hold action. You can use your action to set up your reaction.
You could also try attacking the door to destroy it.
Also true.
I don't know if it's going to do anything because, again, my strength. I have a +0 for my strength modifier. But I mean, I guess I'll hold the reaction if I can't defer, and I'm
Well,
going to.
again, it's your hold action. What would be your trigger, and what would you do if that triggered?
As soon as the door. So, well. Okay,
Are you cutting out on us, buddy?
can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were kind of breaking up.
Sorry about that. I mean, if I have to go, I would. My trigger would be as soon as I see the fiend make a attack.
Uh-huh.
If he makes an attack towards anyone in my party, that will be my trigger, and I'm going to do a Sacred Flame.
You got it. Vigor.
I'm going to grab the book from him.
Well, now at this point, it's actually in his possession, and we don't do disarms unless you have a skill that does disarms, like Battlemaster Fighter or whatever has it. It would be in his possession, which is why I made the contested roll that if you had got it, he obviously could not take it from you. So as far as yanking
So
it
I have a
from
question.
him,
When we said 3, why did he not let go?
because he didn't trust you either. He didn't trust you either.
I'm going to steal it from him with sleight of hand.
Does sleight of hand do that in combat?
Sleight of hand. Let you lift a coin purse off another person or slip something out of another person's pocket. You can make the DC high as hell. I'm going for the book. I'm not attacking him.
Let's see. Can you sleight of hand steal something mid combat?
I almost see it as analogous to sneaking around and plate mail. You can do it, but you know you're going to make a noise.
It says as the DM, you have to consider whether the creature was actually aware of the person's presence. You can do it easier as the thief archetype or the mage hand legionnaire, probably from the arcane trickster. But in general, no, you cannot just take something off of somebody if your presence is aware. In the case where you've not been hiding in any capacity. So mid combat, face to face, I mean, he sees you reach for it, but I mean, he kind of turns.
All right, I guess that's my turn then.
I mean, if you want to try to interact object and do something else different with that, since it's a ruling.
No, I want to go for the book. If I can't go for the book, I'm not going to do anything.
Yeah, I don't. At the moment, it is considered equipped by him, as part of his gear. So in that sense, yeah. Nothing else?
Nope.
You got it. Corvus, you're up.
Okay. Going into my spell component pouch, I grab eggshell and a snakeskin glove, and I tell Zaris, heads up. I cast Bigsby's Hand. I have a 6th level spell slot, but I don't have any 6th level spells, so I'm going to upcast it which I can do
Okay.
that. And I'm going to attack the door. That's the damage. So I got to roll another 2d8 because I'm upcasting it to 6th level.
Okay. Just roll d20 with the +8 to hit the door.
Yeah.
Technically, the door's AC.
So it's that's 32 damage.
Okay.
And then let me do a 18.
18 hits the door. 32 damage is way over the door. The door is down.
So that's my action for this time. Let's see. I think I have a mage hand I could put on there for the mini.
I think I gave it to you, but if I didn't, let me know.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Boom. And then I just pull it back so it gets out of the way. I'll move it right there after it's done busting the door down.
You got it.
And I'm going to just move right there so I can see. That's it.
Okay.
My thorn.
You're up, Zaris.
Sick. I am gonna dash to about right there.
Okay.
Not actually dash, but run.
Gotcha.
And then I'm gonna, since I rolled initiative, I get another use of my fighting spirit. So all of these are at advantage.
Okay.
Kick his ass.
Oh yeah,
All of those are hitting.
all of them.
Yeah, every
Not gonna
single one of
shield.
them.
I figured he was gonna shield on some of them, but all right. 1, 2, 3.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll make one miss. I will shield and make at least one of them miss.
Okay, which one missed? Because it'll matter.
It's the only one that the
Oh,
lady,
the last one. Okay, well
Yeah.
then you take 8, 12, and 40.
40, 52, 60.
Then I guess I used my action surge already. I don't remember. Yeah, I used it in the
I
genie
think
fight.
I used it in the genie fight.
Then I believe, yeah, any concentrations he might have, I guess. Good point, Corvus. But I guess that's it for me.
Out of curiosity, before you move on to his turn, David, should I be able to see him with his current
Let's
position,
find out.
or is?
It doesn't look like it.
Yeah, just wanted to check.
Nope. From your position, it does not look like it. You can see Zaris, or
Yep.
just the very edge of Zaris, but it doesn't look like you can see him.
I just wanted to make sure the lighting wasn't glitching again.
Nope. From your position, it does not look like it. Just the edge of Zaris. Anything else? Is that it for you, Zaris?
Yeah, that's it for me.
All right, his turn. He says, "I can't believe you were not willing to make the trade," using his free interaction or free speech. He drops a stone on the desk.
Oh boy.
When you want to make the trade, contact me. And he uses his action to dimension door out.
Hate him so much.
Do we see where he goes?
It's 500 feet in some direction.
That's true.
He says, when you want to make the actual trade,
God, I can't see him either. Oh, this sucks.
Would you allow a reaction to do a quick Arcana if I can kind of get a magic whiff of the air of where gravity or energy is pulling towards? I know it's a very liberal,
Well, given that it's a dimension door and a teleport,
yeah.
I mean, it would just simply be he's there one moment and like poof the next.
Is there any verbal semantic components that he would use in order to cast said spell, or is it a special ability?
It's just verbal. It is under his spell casting and is verbal only.
So from my vantage point where I was, and I'm looking straight in, would I be able to see what he was doing? Maybe. I mean, I could roll like maybe a passive perception or something like that.
I mean, are you saying being able to see the Arcanaloth?
Right. I mean, I know where he. I mean, I went to that position to try to get a better vantage point, right? And I know I'd be staring through a big ass cat, but would I be able to see his former position?
I mean, I don't know why not, given your current position.
Right. Okay. So if he had a verbal component, and me as being a spellcaster, if I see him, could I cast counterspell?
I can't see why not.
Okay.
I mean, counterspell doesn't have any kind of stipulation, does it?
I'll put it up for all to look at. I don't think so. Reaction. See a creature within 60 feet of you. Let's see. Let's see if I was in 60 feet. Yeah, 40, 35, 40 feet.
Yeah, you're in there. I mean, and there's no reason you can't see him.
And I would be burning another slot, which is fine. But I want to do counterspell because I don't know what it is, right? So I'm going to assume it's a threat.
Sure.
And
I mean, if you truly think you would have counterspelled it.
Yeah, because I mean I know now as a player what he did, but if I saw his hand gesturing or mumbling something as a spellcaster, I think I would have thrown something up because we're in fireball range.
I mean, it's Dimensional Door. You use that all the time. You would probably even know it without having to make a check.
Well, maybe, but I just see it.
Vigor.
I see his mouth. I see his mouth mumbling. So I'll throw a counterspell, with judgment of thinking he's casting something that's harmful.
Yeah, if you honestly think you would have counterspelled it before that, before knowing, then burn the slot.
I think if there was like what I said, if I grabbed an eggshell and a snakeskin glove and all that good stuff, preemptively, but yeah, I would have thrown something at him.
Oh, sounds good to me then.
Okay.
Roll it.
So is it DC 10 plus the spell level? Do I have to roll something?
Oh, well, that's true. It is a DC. You do have to succeed at it. It's only a 14. It's a fourth level spell.
So I have to roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically an intelligence save. It's a you didn't make it.
Yeah, it's plus my intel, right? So it's an 8. Yeah. Okay.
All right. Gonna back up. So it didn't. He does disappear, leaving you a rock. And out of combat. However, you still have the Book of Keeping.
Golly. So close.
Does the book that we currently have, the first part, tell us what happens if we try to defeat Auril without this incantation in the second one?
The book doesn't, but Eleander can tell you the books are not needed to defeat her.
Yeah, I don't sit right with this creature gaining a book to be able to control all the devils. I think we should fight Auril. And if we can't, only then should we actually consider this guy's offer.
Right. The book that he had, the Revelations book, isn't required for anything. However, it is a set of books that is in Eleander, I'm assuming will tell you, that is in his backstory that he has desperately wanted for a long time. Both books. The one that you retrieved out of her fortress and this one as well. They're a set of Auril's teachings. However, the one that you got out of her fortress, that one did have a particular rhyme that could undo her ice glacier spell to crack open the glacier to let you down into the city. The other one, however, is like a primer to her teachings and has certain magical abilities in that it can do, as well as being a primer to her worshippers. Being in Eleander's backstory, he was desperately trying to get the set, for the lack of a better word, which was kind of what he was banking on, that Eleander would obviously make the deal because he wants the book terribly. But that kind of changed.
Okay.
Vigor's gonna make the book reappear and hand it to Roland, and then go in here.
Okay.
And then just start smashing shit.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go through. I mean,
The
there's a
dice
shit
did
ton of.
suck except for Ethan's attack rolls, because
Yeah.
damn.
I'm gonna, if you don't mind, David. It won't take me long. Just do a search. I'm looking for whatever I can get out of here, wizard stuff. Whether it be a spell book or a map or whatever. If you allow me to do that.
Roll me an investigation. Are you doing anything other than destroying shit, Vigor?
Nah.
Okay. That's probably true, Brandon.
That's the one thing I am going to miss. Is that's the biggest thing, I think.
Piece of paper.
But it doesn't
Or-
necessarily. If you want to keep it
Yeah,
anonymous,
I think
Or note
Like,
cards. I mean, you could do note cards in the
Pass some
past.
notes in class.
Yeah, pass
direct
notes in
messages
class.
in
That
Discord.
is a spell book that
work
you
well.
find, Vigor. I mean, Corvus.
Okay. I'll take that.
I think it should just be like direct messages through Discord, because passing notes, you kind of then become aware that something's going on, even if
Yep.
you don't know what exactly it is.
Yeah, even if you typed on your phone, I don't know how you could do that sitting at a table and make that work.
I mean,
you could type something to
it
somebody on a
depends,
phone.
because if when we go back to in-person games, I'm gonna be having my character sheet on a tablet. So
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
mine'll still be on the tablet.
Yeah.
I'll
True,
still
too.
use my
So like if
iPad.
Zach is using a computer for the monsters or something like that, he can always just, tab a Discord message to someone.
Right. Or even the little personal messenger that we've done. I know there's been individual ones of that.
Yeah.
Okay, with the vanishing of the Arcanaloth, in the midst of trying to make this trade, Vigor has destroyed part of the library, and Corvus has looked for another book, or found a spell book, looking through the rest of the material here. Is anybody else doing anything in particular?
Oh wow, more than I thought.
Don't know if there's anything to do at the moment. I mean, I guess I'll take the
That's
rock.
true, Brandon. Okay.
Yeah, I guess I'll take the rock. I'm assuming it's a sending stone.
It is.
Yeah, I reckon let's continue around the city and we can think of a plan
All right.
while we do the rest of our objectives.
Vacating the museum, you find yourself back out at the city. You are at the. I don't think we moved that I. You are actually right there.
Really close to that tower.
I think before we make any further progress, we should probably consider taking a long rest, or because I know Vigor was hurting, like as far as slots, and I'm getting low in slots, and I imagine
I have
Hart
zero
as well.
left.
Then yeah, it might not be a bad idea. We could stay here in this museum / library thing, just in case he comes back.
Probably won't.
Well,
No,
he
but
also.
The only thing he wants is connected to us contacting him through the stone. So,
I mean, yeah.
yeah.
But either way, I feel like this is a safe spot.
It is, yeah.
You let me know if you want to try it or not.
I'd agree with it.
Yeah, I'm cool with it. I'm not really hurting on hit points or anything, but a lot of my abilities are gone.
Yeah, my hit points are fine due to the short rest, but it's just.
We can vote in the chat. I vote yes.
I do believe that is quite everybody. First person to roll a D100.
Oh,
This is your third long rest.
I don't know which side is good or not.
find out.
Lower is usually better.
Oh, great.
Green dragon.
Because I only remember. Actually, I don't even remember any of the rests that we've had. I just remember there was one that you guys took when I wasn't here.
Yeah, I rolled low on the last
Yeah.
year, and it was good.
All right. Place yourselves where you would be in the library.
Oh
Anywhere
god.
within the library?
I
This is
mean,
not good.
yeah, anywhere
No.
on this, anywhere you would like to be on this floor.
I mean, I'm probably chilling in one of these
I'm
sofas.
assuming.
Yeah, let me poke around here just to see where it would be.
Sleep underneath the desk.
We'd probably be holed up relatively close together. Is it like a bench or something?
It's a carpet.
Yes, carpet in between like a bookshelf.
Bedroll on the floor.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm just kind of like chilling, probably like on a corner.
All right. First person to give me a D100.
Rolled a 72.
Well, that was actually for the random encounter.
Oh,
So
good.
you need another
This
one?
is for
More
what's going to
100?
attack us.
This is
Yeah.
actually for what pops up.
Why do I roll high when I don't want to? And
Torvis rolled a
low.
77.
77.
70
not-
brothers.
I will not miss the digital dice, that's for sure.
Were the physical dice? Did the physical dice treat you better?
Yes, they did actually.
The double-edged sword, you know.
I don't know, man. I'm
High
liking
rolls
the
aren't good
algorithm.
high rolls aren't good for encounters, but they're good for random treasure.
I don't know, man. I'm loving the virtual dice roller. I roll a lot of 20s.
I was about to say, I think this time and last time you have rolled quite a number of.
I've only rolled one so far.
It has done more harm to me than it has helped me. At least Ernest.
All these conveniences, for me, don't replace the interaction of just being right there and looking at the DM's face as he or she describes something surprising. You know,
I'm going to roll these dice that have 20 instead of.
do it, man.
I can't disagree with you there.
That has what?
Dice have 2 20s on it instead of a nat one.
Oh, nice.
Oh, now that's handy.
I have a whole
playing
set
that.
that's like that.
I'm playing a halfling. Maybe that's what I need. Can't roll nat ones.
That's true.
I was about to say, can't roll nat ones on that one.
I keep them
as
separate
you
from my other
are-
dice just in case.
As you are in the midst of taking your nap, you are suddenly interrupted in the midst of it.
Oh, this
Coming through the door, you see
Uh,
Damn
a
it.
set of 3 Demos Magen. They look at the destroyed door. They look at the basically roughed up general area. And in doing so, they basically, let's see who's around the door. You, and you.
Hmm.
As they come
Oh,
in, they bitch out and they say that you are under arrest by order of Irolathus. And they bring out basically manticles at which they seem to want to arrest you.
It
Like,
was
are
this
they
dickhead. It was this dickhead Jackal.
like actively trying to put my hands in the manacles, or are they just holding them up?
that is what they seem to want to do. You tell me if you are going to resist or let them.
Oh, I am resisting.
I'm resisting as well, but would that be considered any sort of an attack against me?
Well, it's just what they're wanting to do. If you resist, we are going to roll right into initiative.
are they fuzzy manacles?
Yours are, Eddie. Yours are.
Yes.
They do.
They read my bio.
Well, they remember you from the last fight,
Uh-huh.
and so they knew what they were up against.
Yeah.
I mean, he immediately whispered into your ear like the safe word.
Gosh. Lego.
And, yeah, immediately whispered it.
Peanut.
Oh, that's too funny.
Let me get the last guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Hmm.
There are 5.
Assuming we didn't get our long rest.
Not yet.
At the moment, you have not. 18. Putting it in order.
Oh
They're
my
gonna go.
god.
They're gonna go first. He is gonna try to slap a set of manticles on you as best he can. We're gonna start with you, Brandon.
Is that going to be an attack against me?
That is going to be a
Technically,
grapple attack.
I am going to go ahead and use warding flare on that to impose disadvantage if it's any sort of attack or if there's a contested roll of any kind. It's
If that's what it does, I can't say I know what it does. Is it just?
Let me double check because I don't want to. If it's
Yeah, I don't know warding flare. I gotta
attack,
say.
when you're attacked by any creature. So yeah, I think it's just an attack. So I don't think technically that would.
Technically, no.
Okay, so I guess it's contested then.
You got it. Let's have at it. I got a 17.
Oh, this is not putting well for me. Oh
You're
no!
gonna make it.
Okay,
For
I
his,
changed my mind. The dice are good.
yeah, no kidding. For his second attack, I need you to make a DC 15. What is this? This is a DC 15 Wisdom savings throw. As he tells you to go to sleep.
Oh no.
And that's I cannot impose disadvantage on that since it's a
No,
save, correct?
this is his other attack.
Okay, so wisdom you said?
Yep, DC 15 Wisdom. No dice for him. Roland. Same thing. He's going to try to put you in some bracers. Oh, I sucked that roll. First one doesn't make it. His second one, he pulls out a long sword, makes an attack.
That'll hit.
You're going to take 8 slashing. Same for you, Zaris.
Sounds good. Bring it on.
A little bit better.
Not that good though.
Still nothing. 17 hits you?
No, it does not.
No, it does not. Vigor. He's going to do his best to slap some on you. Woo! Big hit.
I'm not going to oppose him.
Okay. You find that he slaps him on your wrist, holds on to him. You're basically grappled.
Cool.
Last guy comes in. Zaris with your big glaive, DC 15, wisdom save, or take a nap.
Before that happens, I'm going to use my reaction since he entered my reach to stab him.
Hit it. That's a hit.
And then you said a wisdom save?
Yep. 9.
Yes, 9.
You got it.
How about that?
You are still awake. That's all I got. Zaris.
Okay. Since I rolled initiative, I get another use of my fighting spirit. So here comes a bunch of attacks at advantage.
Okay.
And I'm going after Baldy.
In the back. Okay.
Yeah. 19, 25, a crit.
Every time that third one.
I know. And a 22. All of those hit?
Yeah, all of them hit.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I can't do anything
here's
about
the
any
crit. Here's the crit. So 50.
50. One in the back is still in.
Okay. 18.
He's now out.
Would the 25 and the 22 hit this guy?
Hit the warrior guy? Yes, both of them hit.
Okay, well then you can have that. And you can have this.
27 and 8, 35?
Yeah.
Okie doke. Anything else?
No, I think that's it for me.
Igor.
I'm tired. I'm finishing our nap. I'm teleporting to the Arboretum with my friends.
Oh man, I was having fun.
You went up to 8 willing creatures of your choice.
One action. Verbal.
And I have no wizards in this particular group, so boom. And you're going to the Arboretum?
Place it's known to me.
You got it.
Wow.
Let me see if you guys are still there.
Good job, dude.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Was that item that you got?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. I knew you'd use it. Well,
I was having a good time.
You got to kill one.
I did. I got to get one of them.
I really need a nap though.
I get it. I get it. Hey, that guy looks familiar.
I think that's everybody. Unlike the other Mogin, these are still tending the garden or biomes as you reappear. Other than looking at you with a glance, they continue to go about their work.
Pull out my lock picks, and work at picking the locks on my manacles, and then going back.
That egg is still in the desert. I'm scared.
You have no problem getting those manacles off of you. That egg is still cooking over there in the desert.
So are we going to try and continue our rest?
You can actually continue the rest at this point.
woohoo!
That is the first of your basically disadvantaged rolls on your third long rest. Know that they will continue to get harder and harder.
So did we get it this time?
Yes, you will now.
Make sure I'm right? Okay.
Right. You escaped the random. You came to a place. You may now finish the long rest from here.
Temporary hit points go away on a long rest, even if it doesn't specifically say?
I'm pretty sure they do. I think they only last I think most of them only last 10 minutes.
Mine doesn't specifically say.
Some of them are an hour if they're false life.
It just says when you do so, you gain 5 temporary hit points. The number of temporary hit points increases when you reach certain levels.
Is that your samurai?
Yeah, that's my fighting spirit.
Yeah.
Unless a feature that grants you temp HP has a duration, they last until they're depleted or you finish a long rest.
Oh,
I just
sick.
read that too. Yeah, they last
Alright,
until they
cool.
finish, or you do a long rest. Obviously, this would be a long rest for you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Has it been a day yet, David?
I did not know that. A day since
The last
you
day
failed
when
the bracer.
No, a day since the last time I.
Oh,
Or
you
I
broke
think it
up.
was 2 rests. Since the last time my mandolin was recharged. I think that was.
The
Yes,
mandolin,
go.
yes.
Also,
bracer,
did you ever
bracer's
find
on
out
the long
like
rest, didn't it?
the bracer doesn't have any properties for being recharged? That's why I asked you that last time.
I thought it was on the description.
So yes, we are taking a long rest.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
You failed it, but escaped it.
We're finishing it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you failed
Yeah,
it.
we
but
just finished it.
All right. Talk amongst yourselves. I gotta look through my spell book.
I found out, going back to our earlier conversation, Dad, it does not take a bonus action to load a crossbow.
Should be part of the attack action.
You just can't. So the loading property says you can only use, you can only make one attack with a weapon with the loading property. So if it ignores the loading property, you get to make as many attacks as you normally have, but you still need the free hand. I thought it would still take
Right.
a bonus action to load it.
There's a misplaced word there, Josh. The device has 15 charges. The Ori regains 1 to 10 plus 5
Plus
expended
5?
charges.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be 1 to 10 plus 5 expended
So that's 11.
charges.
Okay.
That does read weird though.
Okay, cool.
After a long rest.
Good deal.
Let me know when everybody has done what they need to do.
I'm almost done. I just gotta flip through my spell book a little bit more.
Because I'm going to hit you with something else too at this third long rest. That's actually a milestone level up. So go to 13.
Oh,
Sick.
well, give me 1 second, David.
And
Yeah, that's a delay game right there.
Yeah, you'll
Yeah.
have one more planned for one more by the end, before the end.
I don't think I
take
get
an early break.
Yeah.
It's
It's only
7:25.
30
Yeah,
minutes away
people want
from
to take
half.
a quick little break to level up to 1.
I don't think I get a damn thing at 13.
What do you get? Don't you get like an extra thing of your savings throw or something?
That's what I'm looking for. I don't.
It's got to be on the regular fighter if you don't see it in the other.
Yeah.
Multi-class.
Like one extra use of your.
Yeah.
Ability score improvement. Oh my god.
Ethan, take rogue.
No.
Yes.
Well, why though?
Because you're not getting anything at 13th.
Make sure I don't get anything at 13th, but I don't think I do.
Ability score improvement.
I bet that's what it is. You get one more use of
Something.
I bet it's one more use of that savings throw feature you got.
The Indomitable feature? Oh, yep, you're right.
Yes.
You're right. I see it now.
I felt like I remember when I got that myself, thinking,
Yep.
that one was a slow level. Though it still comes in handy.
It is a very handy skill. But I'm one step closer to getting my next extra my next extra attack. Even though we're not making it to 20, are we?
Oh gosh, no, we'll never make that.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Nice.
One step closer to getting my next ASI.
So what's that put us to? 12 or 13?
13.
13.
Got my charisma all the way to 20. Nice.
And there's only, like I say, there's only one more to come, and that's it.
Let me double check something real quick. I did 1 and 1. Okay, that's good to know. Because I'm comparing and contrasting, like if I wanted to do how I want to distribute my ability score improvements.
Don't forget about your spells.
Yep, gotta do that. Which is why I kind of prefer, like, if we do level ups, for them to be in a session, because it's like,
Well, you can do partials. Do your abilities now, then just gimp yourself on spells later, unless David will allow that.
never!
What's the question? I was shoving salad in my mouth.
If you allow partial level ups, like if he does an ability score increase but gimps himself on spells, he just doesn't pick his spells.
I mean, I don't mind it, but obviously what you can't do is fill that slot like in the middle of combat, or like you can't just suddenly say, "Oh, well, I had an empty spell slot. I don't want to put that in there now because it would be beneficial at the moment, and I didn't know what I'd need at that moment." I mean, obviously, if you didn't fill that slot with a spell you picked, it just has to be blank for the session.
Right.
I had no idea we were this close.
Yeah, I didn't either. Oh, what? Doesn't make any sense. I've had some questions about how, like, based on your ability score improvement, how that improves saves on certain spells, especially if they're not fueled by the particular, um, um, I
Ability.
guess, ability in question. Yeah, sorry.
Charisma's bard, wisdom's cleric.
Yeah, but if it's a wisdom saving throw and I dump all my, like, points into charisma, that actually nets me more on a wisdom saving throw for a lot of my spells than it would be if I did, like, charisma or did 1 and 1. Or excuse me, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, if it's a bard spell, it's going to go up because of your charisma.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Because the bard's based off charisma. Looking at your spell thing, your spell slot, I mean, you obviously have 2 spell save DCs. One for wisdom, one for charisma. With your charisma being the highest, yeah, your DC for your bard spells is 18, but anything off your cleric is just a 16. Such as every time you use Sacred Flame, I mean, it's a DC 16.
Yes. Or Toll the Dead or anything like that. Which
I did not initially knew it worked that way until I actually started using D&D Beyond a long time ago.
Yeah. And D&D, I think this is now the... Hold on, 1, 2... Yeah, this is technically the second game that I've been in D&D Beyond, so I have not used it for terribly long, so I haven't got to mess with every single aspect of it.
Right. I gotta admit, dude, I love it. I mean,
it makes it so much easier, but holy crap, is a lot of stuff buried. Like, granted, you would have to, like, actually figure that out by hand if you did it, like, on paper. So, definitely not saying it's easier, but there was a lot of things that you showed me the other night that I was like, I had no idea you could do that. Or, like, in thinking back on it, that would have probably made Ernest a better character earlier on. If I added some of those different features, such as what was that? Optional class features, customize your origin. Like, I could have probably tailored that a bit better.
Well, some of that happened while we were playing when Tasha's came out.
I was about to say, Tasha's came out. You couldn't do that till Tasha's, so you probably didn't see it because yeah, it wasn't an option.
Okay, I did not know that then. Okay, I thought it was in there since we
Nope,
started.
Nope.
nope. That was just a change Tasha's made
We've been
for you
playing
to
for over a
start.
year.
Yeah, for you to
It's been
start
a long
changing around
time.
things.
Yeah, and I've been playing with this particular group for about a year and a half ish.
Yeah. Yes. The evil campaign plus this is at least a year
Yep,
and a half.
yep. So I started in I didn't start at the beginning. I started in July, I think.
Yeah, that's about right. I think Alex had an artificer, didn't he?
Yeah, I believe so. Is that
I
right,
No,
Alex?
did. It was me.
yeah, it
Okay.
was not me. I haven't played an Artificer yet.
Yeah, I had an artificer ready. That was what I played the last campaign.
So David, I took one of my spells. I already had the spell slots from before. Will you allow me just to pick my second of my two spells later on? And I won't cast my 7th level spell slot. I don't have 7th level spells, but going on what you said, will you allow me to pick my second spell later?
Later, but it would have to be in the next, like in a different session or another downtime.
Right. Yeah, yeah. It wouldn't be denied at all.
Yeah,
Eh,
I mean,
Any
still
other?
use the spell slot if you got it. An upcast,
Yeah, I won't use my 7th level spell slot.
right?
Well. Out of curiosity, why not? If he gets that on a successful level up and short rest, why wouldn't he not have access to that slot?
Well, that's what I said. I mean, use the spell slot even if you haven't picked out a spell for
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh,
I
I don't,
thought
gotcha.
I
I
thought
don't
he
mind,
said I
I don't
thought.
mind that part. But if you can't, if you don't have a spell to pick, then I would prefer you either wait till the next session and then have one picked,
Yeah, that's
or at
fine.
least a downtime moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
Uh, if that's
So what
what
you're
you need.
saying is not in the middle of.
Right. It's
Right,
not
exactly.
not in the middle of any kind of combat, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, you know what, this spell would really be great right at this moment.
There's probably like 50 spells that, I picked one. And I don't even know how to use it. I picked contingency. But that's
Contingency is good as a setup spell,
yeah, well, I know that. I need to
such
use them
as
backwards.
you want uh, heat metal to go off the first time a person grapples you on whoever grappled you.
Right.
I want teleport to go off the first time someone grapples me, or a misty step
Right.
the first
Yeah.
time I'm grappled. Like
I,
Strahd, I know that Strahd at one point, I don't know about the new book, he
Mhm.
always had a contingency spell. The first time he's hit with sunlight, he teleports.
Okay.
I don't know if that's in the new book, but that's in the old module. Uh, so it's kind of like one of those setup spells in that manner.
Right.
That if you know you don't want to be grappled, the first time you're grappled, it activates your Misty Step instantly.
Right.
And you use the Misty Step, I think, as a reaction, or
Yeah,
it
it's a
just goes.
reaction.
It might just, yeah, it might, yeah.
Or I'm sorry, it's a bonus action. You can't use it as a reaction, but with contingency you could. Yeah. Okay. Either way, I have a spell slot to pick.
It's annoying.
So, David, just so you know, and if there's I took, because I'm a 12th level wizard now, I took Lucky Feet. So, uh, before I get the result of something. So if I ask you to wait or slow and not being rude, I'm just trying
Yeah,
to
that works.
burn that lucky or not. That's a go-to feat when you don't know what else to pick.
Or you suck at rolling.
Or
This is true. I many times I would take it just to adjust my initiative.
Really?
Oh, I suck at initiatives most times, and when I don't ever think I'm going to do well, it just happens to roll well.
Yeah. I mean, I know the effects of being the ninth batter in baseball. The numbers are, your at bats go down dramatically, and for fighters, it really doesn't matter too much. For wizards and other spellcasters, it's good to get a setup spell up front. But for me, it doesn't really concern me as a player to be last in initiative.
Yeah, Dax's initiative as of right now is like +0, so I'm probably gonna beef it on tons of rolls.
I don't really mind as long as the enemies suck just as much. I
Zaris-
just want to be ahead of the enemies.
Zaris would have a 0 if it wasn't for the dagger of warning.
Ah, gotcha. Maybe that's something like a item.
Get advantage.
Yeah, Zach mentioned something about like an uncommon item or something that he would allow us to pick, and maybe get
It's
something
still
like that.
0. You just get to roll 2 zeros. Is that what
Yeah.
you're saying?
Pretty much. You have a higher chance.
In
Yeah, a little
theory, it gives you a +5.
Yeah,
that's what I've heard.
mathematically, that's what it comes out to.
Doesn't make sense. That should bump that score up. Okay, that's dumb.
I guess type in game that you're done if you're done.
Or ready, if you're not following instructions.
Well, I would rather you be done and ready to go, Brandon.
I still haven't even looked through the spells. I was literally like back and forth comparing and contrasting how to distribute my points. So, I mean, I could probably do the same thing that Eddie is doing, and then I would hold off on making any declaration on a spell.
If you would like, that's fine.
Yeah, frankly, I am getting some pretty awesome spells, or have the ability to pick up some, so definitely going to hold off on that.
Okay. What about you, Ethan? Are you done?
Yeah, I said I was done.
Okay. Then that's everybody. All right, you wake up in the Arboretum that next morning in whatever climate you fell asleep in. You find yourself rested and ready to go, even after the attack that happened. And you are on the main map. Just let me know where you would like to go. You do have control of the eye.
Before we began again, I would ritually cast Squirrel back into existence.
I don't know. Do we want to go hit another tower or hit the arena or
I say we do another tower.
opera? Or... Yeah, tower's probably a smart move.
Because speaking entirely out of game, are we playing the second?
I plan on it, yes.
Okay.
I mean, obviously we got about 2 hours left here, 2 hours and 20 minutes. So it depends on what else you accomplish. Like I say, to make sure that I have enough for,
Yeah.
2 or 3 sessions Saturday and at least one, possibly one Sunday.
I just knew if we weren't gonna play next week, then we probably should do towers.
Just gonna speed run this bullshit.
Yeah.
We do towers anyway, and if we feel like sightseeing when we meet up in person, we can.
Well, no,
Okay.
I'd say we could do towers this week. Next week, just goof off doing everything else, and then still leave the big tower for the end.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah. If y'all are cool with that, I just didn't want us to forget that we did
What do
have
we got,
something
three?
to do.
3 towers?
Yeah,
we have the 2nd, 3rd, and 7th.
Right.
Plus, if it's going to get
got
more
5
dangerous
left.
to
Yeah, we
do
got
long rests,
5.
we might want to get all the possible things that will hurt us out of the way first.
Yeah. So we got 5 towers left.
You want to do
Is,
something crazy? Like, let's go over this one over here,
Is that a tower? Or
Little
is this a
study?
tower?
or this one,
Yeah.
or this one way over here. Like, explore the other side of the map.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'll stretch my wings a little bit.
Let's run
So put the eye where you want to go, I guess is my question.
The eyes have it.
Like right there, guys.
Whichever.
I'm down, dude.
All right. You find yourself moving across the city, coming up to another tower. At the top of it, and easily recognizable by Corvus. This is clearly the Tower of Evocation.
Clearly.
The top of the tower is shaped like a little bit like an axe blade, and a red light shines out of a slender window high on the overhead. You see a number of evocation symbols that are scattered around the top of this tower. A lightning bolt, a ball of fire, a splash of what could be acid. And like all the other towers, it just being thin and tall. And so you enter it. Let's get you down to the tower.
Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun.
Incoming.
Corvus makes his own theme music.
I can tell.
70s cops and robbers.
What's
He may have
that?
had a little inspiration there.
Wow.
What's the guy's name? Ethan from Emperor's New Groove.
Kronk?
Good.
Kronk
Squeaks.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely Kronk.
Squeak,
Yeah.
squeak.
he does some
Squeakle.
theme music.
Yeah.
Squeak.
And he likes squirrels. So there you go.
Yeah.
And he likes squirrels.
Squeak, squeak, squeak 'em, squeak. Squeak, squeak 'em.
How's your
Alright.
cooking?
So you move into the initial tower, and it is a little cramped when you enter the front foyer.
I'll tumble for ya. Get it? All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Is there a door?
There is a door. It is right in front of Brandon. This is a very similar shape from the towers that you have seen before. If you are unsure or can remember,
We're at the North
like I say,
Carolina
inside this
Homeowners
small room.
Association.
Inside the small room, it kind of looks to have some symbols of evocation that flank either side of the door that's in front of Brandon. The room looks to be completely cleared of anything else.
Can I give a perception check since I'm in front of the door if I hear any footsteps, sounds on the other side of the door, hear what I hear, pretty
You
much.
sure can. Give it to me.
All right.
You put your ear up to it, but no sound. I mean, it sounds deathly. It's
So
just
move
deathly quiet.
everyone's way.
It is deathly quiet. Actually, I need to get rid of that one. Bloop.
Rest in peace. The script or the carvings in here, are they in a particular language, or are they just kind of like a random? Most magic isn't draconic, so is this?
The carved runes for the evocation symbols, I mean, I guess would be in Draconic, if that's true.
Mhm.
I mean, you basically, are you able to read Draconic
No, I can only read what in my spell book.
in your spell
Ironically
book?
enough,
Okay.
yeah.
Hmm.
Kind of translate it to Abyssal. Okay.
But no, Brandon, you do not hear anything.
Okay. I guess I'll. Sounds like a trap. I'm gonna let let Vigor be like, hey, I don't necessarily know if this is trapped, but this is I don't know. It's a little too quiet for my taste.
You've got this, pal. You've got it. Here goes a guidance.
I'll be happy to do a little investigation. Door.
Oh my
Oh,
god!
and I'm going to assist with my
It's
investigation.
100% not trapped.
You go to check that thing, and you get your fine gloves out. You got them on, and you're pressing against the door, and just all of a sudden,
My gloves are invisible.
you turn, you affect the knob and all that, and when you touch it, I mean, it just kind of
Turns.
opens up. And I mean, it was like not locked, not even touching the hinges. It just kind of opens up into a hallway. Uh, not there was nothing even latched.
Yeah, same piece of cake. Are these doors?
Stop. You step up onto that first rung, however, of stairs, and right at your feet, instantly, a glyph just begins to glow, and as it does, it just erupts.
Sure.
20 feet of that, 5, 10, 15, 20, only gets you, Vigor.
Yeah.
Fire erupts out of that if you'd like to make a DC 15 dex save. That is a success. You're going to take 12. 12 fire.
We all obviously see the flash.
You see the flash and the bang.
Eh,
He steps on the first
Shit!
stair.
See, I knew something was up. As I hear the explosion from the other side of the room.
20-foot sphere just kind of erupted in quite the flash and fire.
How? I don't see hit points on you. Um, is he doing okay?
A little singed.
Yeah, I'm a little. I'm fine.
I'm going to send Squirrel over there. I'm going to put him. And then.
Are these doors, David? Did we
Yes,
pass?
there's a door to your south where you're at, and a door to your north where Roland is at.
I'll investigate the door.
You got it?
As you're doing that, he's going to land on your shoulder and heal you.
Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
Perfectly in
Hit
balance.
it.
Well, now you know they're trapped, so you know what to look for.
Yeah, apparently that's all it took. However, this door does very similar. You put the lightest amount of pressure on this door, and what looks to be a pretty secure and possible door, it doesn't seem to be latched at all, and it'll actually push. I will give you the option to push it open or not. You realize that it would almost just swing open if you gave it the littlest bit of a tap.
All right, guys. Do we want to go north, south, or up the steps?
You're getting 9 hit points back too, Vigor, it looks like.
Yeah, I agree.
The only recommendation I'll have is I assist you in the next door.
I mean, would it help if we got some detect magic? Because I did pick that up during the short rest, or excuse me, long rest.
Yeah.
And you let me know if you want the door open, Vigor, or not.
I'm asking the group if they want to go in there, or they want to go upstairs, or they want to check out the other door.
It doesn't matter to
We
me.
get to clear the floor first before going up.
Clearing the floor's fine with me.
Okay, because if you fart on this door, it will open.
Sounds good.
Very
We'll
true.
open this door.
Cast Chili Mac. Okay, let's do it.
Did you say open?
I'm aside so somebody else can.
Okay.
I've
Vigor,
already lost my eyebrows once.
I'll open it then.
you gonna open it? Alright, you open this one in what looks to be another ransacked room that seems to have nothing else in it but a little bit of debris and a large piece of wood over to the right east of the room.
The decorating style here seems to be late post-Roman.
Very
Go
feng
kick the
shui.
piece of wood.
Say that again?
I'll kick the piece of wood.
Alright, you pick the piece of wood up and I mean you're looking at it, it looks just like a random piece of wood that has been laid there.
I will toss it to the other side of the room and I'll come back to the door.
Okay. Toss is done.
Nothing in here.
It clangs around on the other side, but in general, I'll put a red square. In general, nothing happens. Anything else or up the stairs?
I'll open this door to the north.
You got it. And in the same manner, just simply does not seem to be latched. Like the other room, however, missing a random piece of wood. This one, I need you to make a DC 15 Wisdom save. As when you stand in front of that door, a glyph reappears.
Awesome.
I'm seeing a pattern.
I mean,
I'm gonna
said
move
I
your
was
token a minute. It won't let me get to it.
just heads up, David. I would have used detect magic because I mentioned that earlier.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you actually say you cast it.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you would warn Mr. Roland
Yep.
about said magic.
Yep.
I did not
I'd
hear
be
you
like-
say you actually cast it.
Yeah, I said I had it and I would cast it, but I would
Got it.
I would see Roland about to step on the glyph. It was like, Roland, don't move one more inch. There's a glyph right under your foot. You might want to back up a bit.
Yep. Before you step on it, Brandon easily has time and can detects that magic. Now, obviously, it wouldn't have detected it through the wall, but you opened up the door.
Yeah. I mean, even if I was, yeah.
Well, that makes me curious as to what's behind that door to want to protect it.
Another piece of wood.
Depressingly, probably.
Ivory.
You let me know if you want to go up.
We're
Go
slowly collecting an IKEA piece by piece.
When you get up to the top, you're going to have to assemble it.
Oh, that sucks.
There's just an Allen wrench in the middle of the room floating.
Yeah.
Oh, game over, man. Game over, man.
If we want to check, we could always dispel them, but
How close is the handle? Like, if we were to be on the diagonal squares, how close is the handle from the ward?
Oh, why don't we get that piece of wood and just throw it at the ward? Maybe it's a contact one.
Good idea.
Could
When he
also
makes
be a human one, but
when
worth
he
a
makes
shot.
that suggestion, I am going to move out of out of blast range. I'm like, you have fun with that, buddy.
I can't see where it is.
Somewhere over here.
I can.
Oh, I would.
I'll
have.
j-
I would have. I don't know if there's a way for me to like.
I mean,
Like-
you could point at it, obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you detect the magic.
Yeah, and he was about to like step right on it. Correct. So I'd be like right where you were about to right where you were about to step earlier, and I would point to this general area.
Okay. Now I'll
Yeah.
grab the
Well-
piece of wood
And I'll back behind you.
and I'll kind of like half hiding behind the corner. I will throw it at the ward area.
You throw it at the ward area, and that piece of wood just kind of clanks on it and right at where he pointed, but right over it, and nothing explodes.
Oh, that's my idea out.
All right, I game over. I'm a freaking wizard. I'm going to dispel it. I'll burn the slot.
okay.
Third level spell gone. Dispel magic.
Yeah, because it's a third level. It's a third level slot, so it's
Oh,
gone.
yay! All right, you
Yep.
pansies, get up in front. Guard me. I'm important.
Alright, I'll open the door then.
You open up the door, and Brandon, you are also able to detect that on the immediate other side of that door is another one right on the floor.
I'm going to immediately grab Roland's shoulder and be like, "There's another one." I wouldn't make a step forward if I were you.
Jai-
Does it look?
This place is probably scattered with them. Great.
Yeah.
Yep.
This place is made of
That's
glyphs.
fun. You barely missed another one.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
One of you have stepped like all around and have missed it.
David, would I see?
You would not know it, Brandon, because you cannot detect through walls.
Gotcha. But at least with this one in front of me, like, would I know if it's a similar glyph of warding?
You just know it's the magic. You know it's what is this type? You know it's abjuration magic. You don't know anything other than you can detect magic. It's abjuration right there on the floor.
Which is
You
the
can't-
same as
Can't
before.
actually see it. Yes, same as
Okay.
before, but it is technically invisible.
All right. This place sucks.
Can I see what he's looking at? I mean, he warned him, but
I mean, he knows exactly where it's at, so he can point it. I mean, he can point to it. I mean, I guess for the lack of a better word, I mean, he does point to this square.
okay.
Yep. I've got Dispel Magic as well if we want to, like, take turns.
There's nothing in there. We don't need to bother with that one. Unless someone can see something I can't.
I'll stop. Well, it just looks like a room.
I'm going to fly over it because now I'm curious why there would be a ward that would be there and not protect something, unless this is like a death house. So I'm
to
just
be fair, it is the evocation tower. What, right?
It is.
right. I know how expensive it is to put something like that for perpetuity, and to guard a closet doesn't make sense. I'm going to fly over it.
Sure.
Oh wow! Look,
And-
there's nothing.
And to your dismay, it is empty.
Hmm.
Gasp.
Okay. Cobwebs, tracks, anything on the ground?
Nothing but cobwebs and 0 tracks.
All right, I'll fly back over and Good job, preacher. Good job.
Yay, I'm useful.
Yeah. Okay. And this was the this is the room where the log was, right?
Yes, it's actually at the. Well, it's not even there anymore. He took it, threw it in the other room.
Mm-hmm.
The one on the
Yeah.
floor over there that you see is what he picked up, and then he threw the other one. I've moved it to the other room.
Are these little stones in the ground?
Just little rocks, yeah,
Okay.
pebbles where the city crashed.
Okay. Mage hand, and I
Sure.
just want to pick up a rock and see if like there's a different coloration underneath it. Like there should be no dust or least amount of dust underneath it.
Underneath a rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of.
I mean, in that sense, it's exactly what you would expect to see. You move an old rock that's been laying there, and I mean, it leaves obviously a spot on the right underneath it that's in a sense kind of clean.
Right. I say we go upstairs. Or leave.
I'm good to go.
Sounds like
going upstairs. Give me the two that are going up first once again.
Me and Vigor are right here.
Yeah, I'll either go up second or third. Or first.
Okay.
One of the first three.
I'll
Don't
take
care.
Vigor and Zaris.
Vigor's not going first.
Zaris, assuming Vigor consents to going up with me, but Zaris will go first.
It did not sound like that. No.
I am not going up first. Thank you.
I'll go up. I don't
Behind
care.
Zaris.
Zaris and Roland.
Yep.
Okay, Zaris and Roland move up first. You head up to the top of the evocation tower. There's my number. When you get up top, I'm going to try to whisper this to you two, and you tell me what you want to do, and I hope that it works. Yeah.
Oh,
Read that and tell me what you would like. And you should be able to see the area as I moved you down.
Okay.
You call for the others to come on up, or
Yeah, nothing's trying to kill us.
because I'm not quite sure what this is.
you got it. They move out of the way for you to come on up, and they've cleared the area.
Uh-oh.
That's what you see. Red orbs of light dance like fireflies around this 30-foot diameter octagonal room or chamber. A large unlit brazier stands in the center of this room, and 8 10-foot square alcoves line the wall, each filled with a huge block of ice. The arched ceiling looks to be covered with icicles. Brandon, you immediately detect magic on the little orbs, magic on the brazier, and magic on the skeleton.
I'm going to point out to the rest of my party that the orb, brazier, and skeleton have magic properties. Would I know what schools of magic?
All of it looks to be actual evocation.
Okay, and I would relay that information to them as well.
Yep. Evocation. Yeah, all of it looks to be evocation. Even the lights.
Is
Even the light.
Is the skeleton encased in ice?
He is, as well as the other cubes, squares, are also fully massive blocks of ice. And the skeleton, of course, is encased.
All right. So not to trip off any glyphs, Mage Hand, just to confirm that it's not an illusion and
Yep.
it's real. So I'll put it on there. Just want to see if I can push through this or not.
You can pull that little hand out. You push against that ice, and it is, I mean, it's solid as a rock. I mean, it's solid just exactly what you would think as a big ice cube.
Right. Okay. All right. And push my hand, Mage Hand, through the flame. Does the flame move?
What flame you talking about?
The one right there.
Oh, the little red thing?
I'm assuming that's flame.
No, give me an Arcana check.
Yeah, I can do that.
You try to grab one and pass through it, and then you realize it is nothing but a dancing light spell, but they look like little fires flying around, the little red dots. The brazier in the middle is obviously unlit.
Huh. Is that staircase going up, or is that the one we came from?
That's the one you came up, the staircase.
And that's a brazier next to Roland?
Yep.
Okay,
Right in the middle of
gotcha.
the room.
I'm going to ask Roland to step aside if he's okay with that. Step aside, please. And I want to cast Bonfire. Right in the middle, and I will put my little token there.
Does that lose Mage Hand and switch to Bonfire?
Let's see.
I mean, I don't know that it matters, but...
Mage Hand, no, Mage Hand's not concentration, but Bonfire is. But Bonfire is.
Sure.
So.
All right, you put Bonfire onto the center of that, and you instantly realize that when you put fire to it, it actually ignites all on its own. And so you put your bonfire there, and then it immediately erupts in its own fire.
Nice. The tiefling stands next to the fire. It's warm.
Gets warm.
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Stand in the stairs to make sure there's no door that closes behind us.
Right. So you're standing there, and that bonfire in the middle just, like say, it instantly takes off the minute fire is added to it, and it is quite a bit bigger than your own fire, even though you are obviously generating your own fire and heat there as well. As it bursts into flame and starts producing quite a large amount of heat.
Oh, feels so good. Can't wait to go to my vacation home in Chult.
I mean, we're surrounded by a bunch of ice. It's all gonna melt and get us all wet.
Mr.
Maybe we have to
Roland,
keep the bonfire.
Mr. Roland, if you would give me a perception check,
Okay.
since you brought it up.
Oh,
Other than the ice melting, that seems to be about all you notice. That the amount of heat coming off of there is indeed melting the ice.
Good job, Roland.
Good job.
How much time from when I cast it 12 seconds ago, how long will it take to get to that, how many licks to get to the center of that Tootsie Roll of that skeleton? How long will it take?
You realize it could take about an hour at the amount of heat that's being produced. But what you see as you were trying to gauge that time, that the skeleton to be freed and gotten to seems to be about the time the majority of these other blocks of ice will also be melted.
Nice.
Corvus, if you could make me a perception check.
Sure. Not much better than Roland. That's funny.
Not much better.
Yeah.
And so you know in about an hour that skeleton is going to be free because it's going to melt, as well as the other blocks of ice.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
If I look around the room, do I see anything that looks like one of the octads that we've been looking for?
When you look around, you do not see anything that's like written on the ceiling. You don't see any words that are written anywhere. Nothing like that. No.
Okay.
But as you look for it, you may also give me a
A
perception,
perception check. How about that one?
That is very good. As you look around the room, you notice that in every cube except the skeleton, there is something green and oozing coming out of every
I'm assuming I don't need to roll to know what this is.
It's such an old creature. You probably heard it dungeon delving
Gelatinous
at
cubes.
some point, being as clear as they were and completely frozen.
Dang it!
Realize that there is a lot of timing that seems to be going on here, at which,
Yep.
as the fire melts the ice to the frozen figure,
So do the gelatinous cubes.
are also being melted and freed as well.
I don't know if it matters. I'm going to go ahead and stop concentrating.
You stop concentrating, but that brazier
Yeah, I got
just
you.
blazes away.
If I were to proceed to stab one of the gelatinous cubes, would it do any damage to it, or are they just not thawed enough? Would they have to thaw all the way?
They would have to be thawed. You realize? I think you're realizing the trap.
Yeah. So hear me out.
Sure.
This is to the party. A lot of people leave. 2 people stay behind. As soon as the things melt, we go get whatever the magic thing is on the skeleton. I assume it's the octad. Dimension door out.
Have a wall of force. And then leave.
Vigar's gonna walk over to where the skeleton is, and he's going to produce flame with the Amulet of Eternal Flame, and start to help that one melt.
Try to speed it up a little bit.
Okay, so I'm seeing Vigor do this. I'm going to cast Wall of Force, and I will draw my wall as best I can.
Seeing Vigor do that, I think I have something that can help. I'm gonna use I'm just gonna use my glaive and start to slash away at the ice to try and help him pick away at it.
Right.
I don't know if that will actually speed the process up, but
It's only 70 feet, and I have a lot more than that. Let's see.
Looks like you have 10 by 10 sections.
Yeah,
Is that right?
so 100 foot of 10 foot. So I have 70 with some to spare if they're bigger than 10 foot tall.
Well, at that formation, I mean, you realize that 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, you've used 60 out of your 100. You realize that you have technically, if you think the wall of force will hold up to them, you have technically cut it down from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gelatinous cubes down to 1.
so the one with the skeleton is also going to be a gelatinous cube.
It is.
Right.
Okay. I thought you said
have
all
cut it-
but the one with the skeleton.
You have cut it down
Well,
from 8
yeah.
to 1.
I see Vigor doing something, so I respect what he's trying to do, and I do the Wall of Force impromptu because I've kind of messed up. And
Is that well, your other concentration spell's gone. I know it's concentration.
yeah.
Does his Amulet of Eternal Flame and me hacking at it with the glaive, does that work?
It does work, and so I'm going to go ahead and speed things up a little bit as the Brazier in the middle fire, Vigor's fire, and you working on it. It is, of course, eventually freed. Let's roll initiative and get it done.
Get it done.
Obviously, you're going to keep, I'm assuming, holding on to that
Yes.
concentration.
Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that. Roland, I
you
know how
have-
you feel, man.
There is one
Fun stuff.
gelatinous cube.
I knew I'd be able to use that wall of force
Let's
successfully.
see what I get. Here it comes.
Get a 1. Roll a 1, David.
20.
A 1 is so possible.
Dang.
Ah! Dang, what a roll.
Minus
Negative 4.
-4.
Yeah. What?
Gah!
Does
That was
better
a
than me
second-
on average.
My second good roll of the night. So with that, Vigor, as the cube finally bursts free from its containment, you're up.
I'm going to disengage, bonus action. Move to here,
Okay?
and then I'm going to cast Magnify Gravity right here.
Right in the back.
Yep, to keep it. Sure, to try to keep it in there. It has to take a DC 16 con save.
DC.
Speed is halved till the end of its next turn. And it'll take 2d8 force damage.
Got it. DC 16
On a
con.
failed save. Yeah.
Here it comes. Gonna make it.
Alright, well, its speed is halved then.
Speed is half, no damage though? Not half? On a successfully the two takes. Yeah,
He
half
just
as much.
has half as much.
And no reduction in speed. But he'll take the damage.
So that'd be 6.
6 damage.
6
Alright.
force damage, if it matters.
I mean, it splatters it. Force
And
damage
then I
definitely
will-
affected it.
Move back here.
Done. Corvus.
Keeping it simple. 3 magic missile plus 3 is 13 points of force.
13 points of force. Also effective.
That's my turn.
Ernest.
Yeah. I think I am going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. What's my DC?
16.
DC 16 wisdom save. I got a ton of it.
Ice cube.
Sarcasm.
Oh, it's a lot of Well, I still roll pretty well.
See? It's not sarcasm if he rolls.
Yeah,
well-
if I roll a 18 minus 2.
Wow.
Well,
Dad, you're not on the board. Unless I'm missing something.
Oh, I didn't bring it to the right layer. There we go.
Okay, never mind. Found it.
yeah.
All 8
Was-
of them are on the DM layer. I had to bring it to the right layer.
Okay.
And I will then try to move as. Actually, I'm going to stay here.
Stay in there. Cube's turn.
Yep.
Globble, globble, globble.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's gonna try to hit you, Zaris.
Yep.
With a pseudopod.
Yep.
I don't think it's gonna work.
Hold on, let me scroll down. No.
And then I need half its move.
Yep. Try to suck
I
me up in
need-
there, man.
I need Roland and Zaris to make a DC 12 dexterity savings throw or be engulfed.
This is not a spell. I don't get
No.
advantage. I'm gonna fail that one.
Bye, guys. It is a save.
It swallows you up into it,
Yep.
and you take the engulfed creature. I think engulfed creature takes.
Ability check or damage.
Hey, David, was that a roll that he did to do that, or just an ability?
It just says that if the creature moves up to its speed, it can swallow up a large or smaller creature in its space.
So I'm checking, and cutting words does say ability check.
DC 12 dexterity saving, so it's no kind of ability check of any sort.
He's not rolling. You can't cut anything off of his check.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, that's what I was asking.
Yeah.
Makes an attack roll, an ability check, or a damage roll. You can use a reaction.
But it's not. It's none of those things. It's like
I thought you said it was an ability check. Gotcha.
No.
So I'm in there. Round, you take 3d6 acid. So
14.
Ethan, you take 14 acid. If I'm reading it right, you take 14 on the first. You are now engulfed and you are restrained.
How do you do the thing where you can kind of put it wherever you want?
Hold down the Alt key.
Gotcha.
Move your character.
All right. Yeah.
That's it. That's all I got. Rolling.
Doesn't it have to move its full speed to engulf? Does it say something like the cube moves up to its speed?
Moves up to its speed.
And it can't move up to its speed. It can move up to half it.
Meaning
up
not
to means that it could just be 5 feet.
Yeah. Up to means anything in between.
Basically, because like its whole body is acidic, the dex save is us getting out of the way while it moves into us.
Yeah.
It cannot be swallowed.
And even halving its movement, it can move 7.5 feet, which puts Ethan and Roland technically in it. Roland.
Okay.
Because its movement was half.
Bonus action, activate the hammer and try to take 2 swings on it.
You got it.
hammer time.
Both of those successfully hit.
$28 total.
As crazy as it sounds, it takes psychic damage.
I'll move up there, I guess.
Okay.
That'll be my turn.
Zaris, you are...
What are my options?
You are restrained.
Okay.
But your options are, an engulfed creature, you can use your attack action to escape by making a DC 12 strength check.
Am I allowed to attack from the inside?
You are, but you would be at disadvantage.
That's okay. Zaris is going to try and slash away from the inside.
Okay.
But I'm going to use Fighting Spirit to cancel it all out.
Make them even.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Straight rolls then.
Yeah, man. Here you go.
Are you just Drax in Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yes.
That's what it sounds like.
Yes, that's
He's coming out of
exactly
his
what
belly.
this is.
Is the skeleton in there with him, or is it in the cell still?
No, it was in the cube, and it too was frozen.
So is it moving with the cube, or is it cell?
It is moving with the cube.
How about those?
All of those hit.
Oh, goody.
He's going to bust out like Boba Fett.
Maybe not this round, but it's getting close.
You saying that has never made me want to action surge more. But I'm not going to waste it on a cube, so whoever's next.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for me.
It looks like it's back to Vigor.
Yeah, I mean, since fire started this whole thing, let's use some fire on.
Fire.
That is a successful hit.
9 points of fire damage as I
9
throw
points of fire.
eternal flame damage at it.
Anything else? And it melted its goo body.
I think I'm good.
Corvus.
Passing my staff to my shield hand, effectively, I don't have the benefit of my shield anymore. Whatever. I pull across cross draw my laser pistol,
Okay.
and I'm gonna shoot at it with radiant damage. If it hits. I
If
hope
you
so.
miss, it will be a complete shock. Trust me. Yes, that'll hit for 14 radiant.
Cool. And
And 14 radiant ends it.
yes.
Nice.
It has like a whopping 6 armor class.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Imagine
I was
that.
actually shocked to see that low myself. Anyway, it just melts into a huge goo of floor to the floor, and that skeleton drops down right as Zaris comes right out of the acid as well.
This guy's watermelon flavored.
Yeah, I don't have precipitation to
Prestidigitation.
I do.
what you said.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Clean you off.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, he doesn't have that spell.
Not yet. Oh my gosh. Look at the skeleton.
I'm gonna investigate skeleton.
Investigating the skeleton, the magic scroll that you find reads this.
Yeah.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Time to go.
How long does that wall of force last?
A long time. Let me put it up there again.
And there is the 5th added to the right of the octad.
Concentration 10 minutes. We got about 9.5 minutes.
Yeah. plenty of time. So you vacate back out of here as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Back to the city map.
Sweet.
I didn't have that memorized before, by the way. That was a clutch memorization.
Tower on?
Tower on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Over here?
Sure.
One north to us, I think.
Or there's one. No, is there?
That's
No, I think there's this one.
That's the big tower.
This one. Yeah, there was. I don't think that's a tower.
okay.
That looks like the Washington Monument.
I was gonna say that's the Washington Monument. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
So going to
That is
the
a
eye.
tourist trap.
Yes.
So you're going to the eye. Is that correct?
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I
That
believe
one or the inner one?
The outer one's fine. I don't care.
We can work our way back in.
Okay.
Go for the Star Wars droid statue.
Oh, it looks
Yeah.
like that too. I
Yeah,
see
it
that.
does.
So
Roger,
you make your
Roger.
way to this one, and Corvus, being the wizard that he is able to tell you that the symbols that he sees around this one is the Tower of Enchantment.
Of
Ice
course.
seems to have engulfed the lower floors of a lot of this tower as pieces of it have crumbled away. There's a pink light that pours out of the highest windows, and a single point of illumination from the dark just seems to shine up and out of the way of this region of the city. It seems like you are a little further away from everything here than you were on many of the other towers. And in doing so, you enter this tower. I'm going to grab your same tokens that were in that room and adjust them a little bit. Get you to where you need to go.
Doom doom. Doom doom.
Doom, doom.
Watched Lost Boys last week. Reminds me of that soundtrack.
Such a good.
Yeah.
Such a good movie. All right, I guess I need to know who's going up first.
Archetypes.
I can go up
You know,
first again.
Same as
I'll
it.
go up second.
As
Which
it kind
tower
of
was this again?
This is the
Beef
Tower
before
of
squishing.
Enchantment.
Enchantment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can go up first again. I don't
and
care.
Roland back up first again.
Yeah, I reckon.
You got it. I'm going to drop you in so that you can see the other guys at the moment. You go up a very similar tower,
Oh.
but find in this time you found nothing of interest in that tower.
you walk up into this one, and I am going to do once again, and you tell me what you want to do with this information.
Are you on another map, David?
No, you guys can't see yet because I haven't
Oh,
plopped your
gotcha.
tokens down.
Gotcha.
I'm
Okay.
going to let them decide what they want to do before you basically come up the stairs like normal. I just dropped you on the DM layer, so you're kind of hid at the moment. Till they decide what they want to do.
Since there's nothing immediately dangerous, and this looks like it's beyond my mental capabilities, I'm just going to move out of the way.
Does the inscription specify something? Like, is it readable?
What's your languages?
Let's see. Celestial, Common, Giant, Halfling, and Sylvan.
No.
Okay.
Halfling.
Then yeah, I will also move out of the way.
Halfling. That is interesting. I've never.
Yeah, I
You don't
don't
run
know
across
why I
many.
have that.
You don't run across many people
Oh,
that.
Acolyte, apparently.
Oh, it probably gave it to you. You don't run across many people that pick up that one.
It only works half the time.
I guess. So, are you guys just going to call the other people up and move out of the way?
Yep.
Yeah,
You got it.
get the book people up here.
Uh-huh.
Nothing jumped out to you immediately. So, everybody is now in the room. See if I pulled you all into the correct place. And that is the description. An elderly woman sits rigidly on a black throne, shrouded in ice. She wears a crown of entwined iron tentacles, and her forehead is bruised where the band seemed to fit tightly against her skull. An inscription decorated the wall behind her.
Is the inscription? Can we read it, or is it in another language?
It is in another language.
I have Dwarvish and Thieves can't. Can I read it?
Nope.
Abyssal.
Nope.
Celestial.
Nope.
Leonin. Huh?
Huh?
Good try, but she doesn't look like a cat.
Dang. Does it look like the language? Because I know the other ones have been written in a different language. Or at least a lot of the stuff has been written in a different language. Does it look like the same language?
I know Vigor would able to look at it and go, that is not the Netherese language. Vigor would be able to look at that and go, from when he just did it with the professor, he's able to look at that and go, that is not that LaRose language.
Yeah, I was
that
gonna
he
say
spoke.
if he could read it.
Clear this. Remove. Clear.
I'm gonna try to talk to the woman. Grandmother, how long have you been here? Does she have any response whatsoever?
You approach, and you faintly hear, "I am Ivara. Ivara is my name." And her voice just kind of wisps away to nothing.
Ivara, how long have you been here?
Long pause. And you hear Ivara speak again, and she says, "The crown knows all."
And do you
Okay.
keep the crown?
I am Ivara. Ivara is my name.
The stairs behind us, so that's the stairs we came up to
Yes,
get
that'd
here?
be the stairs you came up.
Did they continue up?
No. You are at the top.
The crown?
Say that again?
Go ahead.
May we have the crown?
Give me a wisdom check, Vigor.
That's a 7.
I'm gonna point.
She
Natural
just kind of
magic.
repeats the
Yeah.
crown knows all. The crown knows all.
I see Roland going closer. I'm going to message him, and I'm going to tell him, look, the bruising on the head. It's as if her body's fighting it.
She doesn't look to be fighting anything. If anything, she looks to be like in a perpetual state of, I guess not incapacitated, but maybe stunned. She doesn't look like she has moved in ages, centuries. She's like fully covered in that frost and ice, just shrouded in it.
Well, it's still saying.
Ivara, what is the wall behind you?
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, but that's what she looks like.
Yeah.
Ivara, what is the wall behind you? You have the crown and you know everything.
She, like I say, her response to that is her name again, and the crown knows all.
Mage hand, try to take the crown off.
Okay. Give me I need a DC Wisdom check from you.
Okay. And before you give the results, never mind.
You use your mage hand and take the crown off of her head. And as you take it off, she gives a bit of a sudden shudder and just suddenly sheds the ice that was formed all around her. And as you float the crown with that hand, you notice that as she stands and she looks over at you, she immediately starts to rapidly age. It just comes on her like the guy from The Last Crusade in Indiana Jones. 1 minute she is a freed person from the ice, and the next minute her body just rapidly ages and deteriorates as the centuries suddenly take its hold of her. And she just has seconds before she just starts turning to dust and dying. And her very last breath before she falls over, you hear her say in a very different feminine voice, "Destroy the crown. Release my memories. Let me have peace." And she turns to dust and is completely evaporated. Just to nothing. Poof.
I misread that. My bad.
Uh,
Well, it doesn't sound like she was really happy in that chair.
no. That sounds like she was being held there captive.
I'm going to levitate the crown back to us and have it just kind of float, and just examine it from not touching it at all.
Right. And like I say, it looks to be a crown made out of iron, and it just looks to be like a bunch of intertwined metal tentacles to form a crown.
She says to destroy it, to release her memories.
She says specifically that. But like I say, in a very different tone than what you heard her saying when she talked about her name or talked about the crown.
The blood in here, is it congealed or frozen?
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Man. Booyah.
You realize that as you get down and look at it, it's not blood at all, but wine. It's a lot of wine that's been scattered kind of around this room, and yes, frozen.
With my headband, I am going to see if I can reach out telepathically to her, see if she's like still here and something.
You try to focus on any mind other than the ones you see, but she does not appear to be here.
Weird.
These 4 Barney-colored flowers on the end, are those flowers or?
They are
Lights?
continual flame torches.
Oh, okay. Are those handprints right there?
Yeah, but you can tell that they were made at some point from wine stain.
Okay. I'm gonna investigate the crown, or not the crown, the throne.
All right, what you trying to look for?
I'm gonna give him a hand.
I'm looking for okay. Before I look, when she was talking to us, was she moving at all? Or was just her mouth?
Just barely her mouth, and like I say, when we say barely, just barely.
And her and the ice crystals and such on the back of this chair, it's swooping to the back, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm looking for buttons or switches or anything like that on the inside.
Give me a. You're obviously you're. Are you touching or looking? Detection or investigation.
I'd probably be touching at this time. I feel pretty safe.
Sure. Give me the
whatever he's doing. I'm helping him.
Okay, take it at advantage.
Investigation.
Yep, if you're touching it.
All right, I got to roll this again.
At advantage. You feel under the arms and everything. There's no buttons. There's nothing that could be pressed. There's no even little indentions where you might felt like you could turn something. There's no wooden knob or a divot that would cover up a nail hole or anything like that you might think you would press or do any of that. It seems to be just a very well made throne, but no buttons or levers or things to push at all. The armrests don't move at all. There's no footrest to it. The throne itself comes across to you as very mundane.
It almost looks like there was a cone of cold or something that was breathed on her just from how the ice crystals are arrayed to the back. I'm going to go on the back side. This is, I don't know. I don't think there's anything there, but I'm going to do the same thing from the ice crystal side.
And just check the ice crystals?
Yeah, something's off.
I have a feeling Vigor's still helping.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll roll it again.
Take your shot at advantage.
18.
You realize that all this ice, as you start to look and investigate this ice, it definitely didn't come from magic. It seemed to have formed over the years, either off of her, from her, but definitely not the throne. This does not look like a magical attack to you. This looks pretty mundane and natural crystal formations, ice formations.
Not mannerisms, because she didn't move. Was there anything in her corporal appearance that looked ancient, maybe even predated us? Like, was the ancient civilization?
Netherese?
Netherese?
I mean, she looked... to be in that kind of garb, those wizarding robes and that wizarding garb, that come from, a wizard of enchantment magic, probably had a symbol on it. And like I say, you didn't see any kind of ghost or anything. She stood up in her physical body and was coming out of the ice all well and natural, and then all of those centuries just immediately caught up to her, and she just turned, everything about her turned to rot in that instance and was gone.
So I float the mage hand, and like the last thing we can do is destroy it, unless we think we can use it.
Can you identify it?
I possibly can. Yeah, I can ritual it.
We're going from tentacles. Oh, it ain't gonna let me have it.
No, I did memorize it. I do have it.
I thought I had a picture of a crown I could put in the hand, but apparently I don't.
Yep, I do have identify. I could either cast it as a spell slot, or I could take 11 minutes to cast it, which we've probably been here for at least 3 or 4.
I don't have any.
Nothing appears to be trying to kill us right now.
I mean, 11 minutes. We can. They can talk about what we're going to do next, and then I can cast identify.
What you want to do?
If the party allows me to, they can talk about the next step based on geography. You know, hey, let's go to this next tower or whatever the case may be. I can take 11 minutes, which is, you know, not that long, and cast identify on this thing. Which I recommend because resources are kind of like at a high premium right now.
Yep.
They're just you're gonna take the crown and leave while casting identify as a ritual?
No, just stay here for 11
Right
minutes.
here.
Oh, just staying here. Okay.
You said, did we find the thing? I know you said there was writing behind the wall.
There is
Behind the
writing behind you on the wall, but no one seems to be able to understand it.
Does anybody have like comprehend languages?
Thought someone did.
Probably Zach.
Zach, yeah.
Actually, I do.
Is Zach able to speak that language, Dad? I know he's not here, but
Honestly, I have no idea. I do not have his character pulled up.
I'll look.
Alex said something just now.
I mean, yeah, but if we don't have to cast a spell to figure it out.
Mine is at will.
Oh well.
Never mind.
I forgot I had it. I will cast comprehend languages.
Eleander's languages are Common, Draconic, Elvish, Primordial, Sylvan, and Undercommon.
Holy moly.
So I don't know if any of those counted.
Wait.
I think
Oh no, that's written as well.
the only ones that I think we didn't say were Undercommon and Draconic. Do either of those work?
So
For Eleander?
Draconic is what it is.
Oh.
Elliot, you keep staring at that wall. What does it say?
With comprehend languages, though, he's able to obviously do it as well.
Mm-hmm.
You read that one, and that is what it says.
Oh. Coax secrets from another. Does that jump on our leaderboard there?
It is now.
Dude, we got 3 more. We could definitely have to play Tuesday.
So with
Or Thursday.
your identify spell going off, you know that the crown shields your mind from all mental attacks.
Interesting.
It seems though that she was not there willingly though. Like, does it cast a thrall or have some sort of like malicious intent if someone were to put it on?
Put it on.
Let's find out.
We know it was squeezing her brain, so Just gonna throw that tidbit of information out there.
Yeah, it was.
I already have a nifty. Thank you.
I actually used
I
my
don't
brain.
want it.
Crown as well.
Nails too.
I don't want it. I'm good, thanks.
Yeah.
Call the jackal. Maybe he'll trade.
We'll throw it on the jackal. No, I'm just kidding. We could throw it in the bag of holding. To shield her mind.
You let me know what you want to do, and I will move on. Or
Okay, is it cursed or anything?
it doesn't show up as cursed or anything. No.
I don't know. It sounded pretty cursed.
Yeah, it sounds pretty cursed to me.
Could also have been just a feeble-minded commoner, not like an adventurer
No.
that fell to this.
She's in the. This lady is in like the tower. I'm guessing she's like one of the head honchos. I mean, you gotta think of it. She's sitting in like the big chair in the tower for this specific school of magic. 100% head honcho.
Yep.
Boss lady.
She also said to destroy the crown to set her free. Just
Set her memories free. Memories.
I mean, if we don't have a use for the crown,
Did it
there's no
take her
objection for me
memories?
of destroying it. However, will that protect us from something else that we're not aware of yet? You know what I mean? Like if
Yeah.
Arl uses some kind of mental energy, we could put it in the bag.
But
and
she
then-
has not in the past. Mostly
Yeah.
she just tries to hit us
We
really
have
hard.
fought her on a few occasions. She hasn't done anything like that before.
Mostly it's punching.
And teleporting.
Punchy.
And summoning wintry storms.
Smacking us with a big club.
She's very handsy for such a big woman.
Yeah.
swooping down her giant bird.
No personal
Mhm.
space.
Very handsy.
Shitting on us from up high.
I mean, I haven't touched it yet, so it's still in the mage hand. I could float it into the bag of holding, and we can come back to it. It's up to,
Let me
to
know
you
the
guys.
plan.
I yield to the party.
Yield to the party.
I say we throw it in the bag and move on.
Yeah.
Throw it in the bag and move on.
If we get haunted because of it, we can destroy it then.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I'm gonna pull everybody together here.
Yeah, just to remind everyone, I mean, it should be in another dimension if it's in a portable hole, so hopefully it doesn't affect us at all.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right, crown gets dropped into the hole. You come out of the tower. See if I can get this. Nope. That back. This over here. You let me know where you want to go now.
Do we want the orange one, the Wi-Fi one, or the zappy electric fog one?
I still do fog one. I mean, it's
Close.
on the way.
Yeah.
If you really want to think about it, I mean, it's on the way.
Sure.
All right, so going to the fog.
Mm-hmm.
You got it. Going to the fog. You approach this one. An obsidian tower that looks to be shrouded by a gossamer of mist just soars above you. You see eyes that are carved into the stonework, and they appear to look and turn and fixate on you as you approach the entrance. The spire's highest window emits a purple light. Unlike the others, you see no inscription on this tower at all.
Illusion?
And thus opening the front door, move in. Let me make a quick grab of all of your characters. will get you over to the tower. And there you go. You enter this one, and like the others, it seems to be uncannily empty of anything. However, this one seems to have a consistent mist and fog that just floats in the air all around you. It never leaves the tower other than just what is immediately outside. And as you walk around, it dissipates and moves a little like normal mist or fog, but it completely surrounds you and everything.
That hole, I rolled a 31.
What were you looking for?
Traps.
Traps. You give a fantastic look around right here. And other than the fact that actually, I don't know why they drew it this way, all doors you noticed immediately are actually already open as the light you can see just continues down the hall. But you see no traps immediately in front of you anywhere.
Looks all clear, guys.
I'm gonna reach a hand out, like, make sure the door is actually really open.
Or
Yes, you reach through that door. Technically, should not really be there on this map, other than the fact that I guess they drew it without the dynamic lighting to let you know that they are actually already open. But no, there is no door there. You reach where the door is actually open, and it's real. It's not nothing.
I do not see any traps in that hallway.
There may be
you did not.
glyphs, though. This seems awfully familiar.
It is the same layout.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm almost... You think I should waste the spell slot to detect magic?
First level?
Yep.
I'll see if I can do it as well. If you don't want to do a first level spell, I'll help you out.
I'll be 2 for 2, so like pretty much I'll have like 2 first level slots left, but so I'm good.
You should be okay, dude.
I'm just trying to resource manage because, like you mentioned, we're at end game and we don't necessarily know the next time.
Yeah, you can always cast a 7th level spell as needed. I mean, obviously you wouldn't do that, but you could if you needed to. All
right, so let's start with Roland. What you want to do, Roland?
I guess I'm just slowly and carefully going into the building.
Going into the building?
Yeah.
Brandon, you're next up in line.
I think I'll burn the I'll burn the spell slot.
4.
Detect magic. First level.
Detect magic. You got it. Instead of throwing that out, you obviously detect magic within 30 feet of anywhere that you're able to see. It would not go through these stone walls. Okay. Obviously go through doors, but not through stone walls. So you detect no more magic except for what Vigor, Corvus, and Zaris are wearing.
I see. I guess I'll step up and just come into the hallway. See what I see.
You come into this room, and your detect magic, you are obviously detecting the School of Illusion everywhere. It seems to encompass everything in every direction. And when you walk into this room, I need you to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Would I've detected there was a
There is no trap.
Okay. Oh.
You
Well.
make it with my +5.
Okay.
All right, you feel something come over your mind, and then you fight it off.
Ooh. I'm gonna just kind of shake my head. It's like, yeah, this entire place is full of illusion magic. It's all mindfuck. I would be on your guard. Big time.
Big time. Corvus, what's going on?
I'm going to release the squirrel, release the kraken, and who has his own vision, and has advantage to smell as well. It's a Tressum, so he is going to take flight and just kind of scout around.
Sure.
And he has a vision of 60, by the way.
I am assuming he is or
Yeah.
falls under normal conditions of creatures. So he would probably have to make that same save.
Okay. Even
DC
as flying as well.
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yep.
DC.
DC 17 wisdom.
Okay. Nope. Fail.
What you see is he immediately reacts as if something is trying to get it. It probably turns and runs and makes it just the fewest feet and then instantly vanishes out of existence.
Oh man, that's 50 gold pieces. Okay.
Instantly, for the lack of a better word, dies.
So what does it see beforehand? Because I'm looking through its eyes.
You're looking through its eyes and it never actually saw anything.
And it reacted on this square or this square?
You kind of moved it quicker. It went into that room and would have needed to have made that save.
Okay, because it only moved to 2 squares. This one and then this one.
Right.
Okay. If it's gone, it's gone. Outside of, I mean, if it blinks out of this plane, it's gone. The only other plane I could summon it from is my pocket, extra dimensional pocket, but I don't think I would. It's from my sense, it's destroyed. Correct, David?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. Okie dokie.
Vigor.
Vigor's gonna head down the hall here. Look in this room, and this is where the squirrel disappeared?
Yep. He ran in, then immediately ran out, and then just whatever they do, they just poof and go back to wherever they were.
Corvus, where did your Tressum go?
He went in and took a left turn, and then in that corner
I do not see him in this room.
he came back and
Oh.
he came back where you stand, and he vanished.
Vigor's gonna pull out his mandolin and sing, "You can't
If you're
You
singing,
can't
we can
do
hear you.
anything your heart desires," and dispel the magic that's in that room.
All right.
The magical
give
effect in
me
there.
that's a DC 14 check on that. DC equals 10 plus the spell level. So it'd be whatever your spellcasting ability is.
Spell attack or modifier?
Would be like making. What's your spell? You're a bard, right?
Yeah, it's my modifier.
Yes. So it'd be like making a DC 14
So
charisma save.
it's a +3. 13.
No, it's a DC 14.
Okay, so it does nothing.
So you cast it into that room, but nothing changes. You see nothing changes, and the fog and the mist still seem to be present. Zaras.
But no, do I know if it failed?
Yes, I think you do. I think you would know when your magic wasn't successful.
I don't know if it's too
You
late, but I
realize
could.
that nothing changed in that room. The mist stayed, nothing went away. You didn't feel it, take effect. I think you'd know when your spells don't really work.
Well, if it's too late, you can feel free to say no. But I could potentially. Well, never mind. It's just. Never mind.
Okay. Zaris.
I don't see anything crazy, do I? I mean,
You see, nothing.
Mist?
It's just a lot of fog and mist. If you had to look further than where you're looking, it would obscure your vision if you had to look further than what you've got. And you step into the room and look around, and you can see really all the corners. But I do need you to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
Poop. Is this a spell?
Yes, this is a spell.
I'm gonna make it with his aura.
Okay. You feel something invade your mind, but you also push it away.
Okay. Can I continue throughout the room?
Yes.
Anything in this? Have we searched up in this room yet? Sorry, I stepped away for a second earlier. Have we searched in this room?
No one's
No.
made it that far.
Okay.
So you look into it, and other than just some general debris and disarray, there's nothing in there other than more fog.
Yeah, I would come back. There's nothing really in here, fellas. Just some fog and some broken pieces of wood.
Something trying to burrow its way into your mind. But besides that,
I mean, yeah, but it's not the first time that's happened. So I was ready this time.
I was ready.
The squirrel, however, rest in
Ah,
peace.
He's
Right.
fine. He's fine.
Yeah, he can be brought back.
And Zaris will just wait for everybody to be done.
You got it. Rolling back around to you.
I will also wait to go up.
Is everybody ready to go up, or does anybody want to still do anything?
I'm good
chilling.
to go. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to take Zaris and Roland first, since the room is small. You come up a very small flight of stairs, same size, just 5 foot wide. At the very top of the stairs, there's immediately a left going north into another room.
Is there fog everywhere up here too?
Fog everywhere.
Okay.
If I would be going up at the same time, would I have detected any magic?
Yeah, you continue to detect that illusionary magic. You guys step out into the room. I guess who's third, fourth, and fifth?
I'll be
Because
third.
I'm assuming you're filing.
I'll be
filing
fourth.
up, right?
I'll be fifth.
I'm gonna drop you in like that.
Okay.
Roland, your turn. DC 17 Wisdom save. When you come up the stairs and was the first and stepped out into this room.
But I should
DC
probably make it too.
17
Man.
No, you do not need to make it.
I was first in the room.
I know.
Okay.
Roland, you feel that same effect try to get into your brain, and nothing happens. You fight it off and get rid of it. Anything you want to do, Roland?
I guess wait for the party.
All right. Let's jump to Brandon.
And I don't feel anything trying to burrow its way into my mind, correct?
You do not.
But I still detect illusion magic.
All over.
Gotcha. And is that a door?
It is, but it's open.
It is open.
You can see through that by the light.
I'll
They shouldn't have put any doors into this. I don't know why they did, other than who knows?
Gotcha. And I would have seen, so I'd
Yeah, you look in,
Probably.
and other than filled with mist, there's nothing else in there.
Gotcha. I guess I'll poke my head into this room then.
You poke your head into there, and like the others, the mist and fog seem to obscure your vision a little bit, but the room itself seems to be empty of all things, just some general debris.
Anything out of the ordinary about the debris, or is it just kind of...
Over to the
Alright.
east side of the room, you see another open door that has a very similar stairwell that goes up.
Only way is up.
Corvus, you're up.
I'm going to message Vigor, who's in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell him in the message, I'm going to try something. I'm going to close my eyes and move with you. And I close my eyes and I put my hand on his cape. And whenever he moves, that'll be my, my
Trail
reaction.
right behind
Yeah.
you? Okay.
Yeah. Hoping that the illusion doesn't affect me.
Sure.
It's so strange that you're going to do the exact same thing I was going to do, but okay. we're both going to...
Somebody is
Okay.
in tune.
Well, you're up next, so.
So I will
Igor,
walk
you're up next
slowly.
either way, so y'all going back downstairs.
I'll walk in slowly with Corvus.
Right. So Corvus, you can follow him. As you move around.
To there. Come on, Corvus.
So you walk over to the other room with Corvus in tow. And like I say, everything seems to be just filled with this fog.
What fog?
Oh, that's right. Your eyes are closed. It's all dark. The darkness is killing me. Anything else, Vigor?
I mean, I can only see out of the left eye, so whatever. Or the right eye, so whatever.
It's half of
right
effective.
It's all half foggy to me. I'm done.
Right. All right, then, Ethan, Zaris.
Okay. I mean, if nothing's really happening, step in, don't see anything.
Yep, you notice that similar set of staircases that go up.
You said the fog heavily obscures the floor? Or just the room around me?
It kind of heavily obscures the room around you, but not necessarily the floor.
Is there anything of note as I walk around the room?
Nah, just general debris.
Junk?
Yeah, just old pieces of wood,
Then,
general debris, nothing of value that you see.
then I will wait at the stairs.
You got it. Roland.
I will follow suit.
Are you going up or just waiting?
I'll probably wait since
Yeah.
we have two that are kind of being funny in the back.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
wait.
You mean
Brandon.
smart?
I would probably be following suit, just waiting to see the next party's action.
Corvus.
Waiting for Vigor to move.
Wait for Vigor. Vigor.
I'll tow Corvus over here.
All right, you pass through the door, and I need you to make that DC 17 wisdom save.
Oh!
Gonna make it.
Wow.
Same thing. Nothing, but you fight it off, and do not get affected at all. Finish your move. Zaris, it's now back to stairs or not. Everybody's
Going
here.
Going up the stairs.
Are both people going up the stairs again?
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna drop you guys right there. one quick second.
Yep.
I just realized next Friday is beach time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Yep.
Coming quick.
Which
Yes,
at
it is.
some point we may want to discuss if
And if
anyone
you
wants
hadn't
to like
done that gate
carpool.
pass, you might want to do it. Or you'll have to pay. I think you just pay a little more money than.
I think it's
than the
$2
tours.
extra.
Yeah, it's not much.
But
it's just
they
something
also
to pay.
specify if you pay early, which
Right.
I don't know how to actually pay early. So that might be a tricky little.
There you go. You guys tell me what you want to do.
Yeah, I'll move out of the way.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to get y'all car stickers or passes for this, but
Yeah, moving on. There's nothing really up here but more mist.
they're $100 a sticker, so we couldn't do it.
Oh yeah, no, it's not for one weekend.
Yeah, I couldn't do it at $100 a sticker.
Jeez, that's worse than like Greenville parking.
Yeah,
Greenville
I mean
Tech parking.
we even own a house down there, and they only give us 4. Even owning the house, we only get 4. Extras are $100 a pop.
I did think that was weird.
That was very weird. Anyway, do you guys do anything, or do you call back for everybody?
We'll call back.
Just calling everybody.
Just basically going to call everybody. All right. As you start to move up the stairs, everybody starts to go. It looks like I'm assuming Corvus is in the back. Corvus, you pass through that last portal, and I need you to make a DC 17 Wisdom save.
With my eyes closed?
Ernest and Vigor, you make it up the stairs with no additional saves. Yeah, eyes closed or not makes no difference. DC
Okay.
17 Wisdom.
I'm going to do a luck point. Golly.
Oof.
Sucks.
Not even my aura could have helped.
I'm going to type something to you, Corvus, and you can come up with it all you want.
I'm still holding on to Corvus, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I'm very interested to see what he does.
Yep. I hope so.
So I'm very interested in the role play.
Yeah, so that's a good point. If Vigor was unaffected, I am battling this as I'm walking, unless it's preventing me from walking.
Oh, it doesn't.
Okay.
Did you get that?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yep. Can you give me like 5 seconds?
Sure. You take that psychically.
Okay. Let me adjust that.
That's not good.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to see that.
Activate the frightened condition.
How do I do that on my
on your character sheet, there's conditions kind of toward the top right under hit points.
Top right under hit points. Oh, there it is. You said frightened?
Yep. Activate the frightened condition. You take 33 psychic.
Yeah.
I am going to do this just so I can keep track. You don't have to do anything.
With a 23 perception, am I able to tell if there's anything wrong with him? Because I'm holding him and paying attention.
I think you... Hey, Corvus, roll a quick initiative for me just so this thing will work. It won't work without pushing through the initiative order.
Gotcha.
Oh, joy.
It don't matter what you get. So that's the first round. It hits you, and you see that, and you tell me what you do, Vigor and Brandon, as you are actually, I'm gonna put you in the stairwell. You start going up the stairwell. Vigor steps into the stairwell, and he loses his shit.
Yeah.
Just starts flailing, screaming, like kind of.
I'm gonna let him do that.
I open up my eyes and I unfurl my wings and I jump back from Vigor in flight.
Oh, you okay there, Corvus?
It's okay. Calm down, Corvus. He's okay.
Rooms are 15 foot tall, so I mean you could basically get 10 feet off the ground roughly.
Could I give
If you're jumping backwards.
Could I give a perception check to see? Again, I don't know if this is perception, but just to see if he is potentially, since I know there is illusion magic and there's mindfuckery about, if he is bewitched or anything like that.
I mean, I think you realize he is acting quite a bit different.
All right.
Did you go back into the other room, Vigor, and fly up to the ceiling? Is that what I'm understanding? I mean, not Corvus.
I mean, because I didn't know where I was when I opened my eyes.
Right. You find yourself standing at the bottom of this stairwell, and obviously you had just walked into this room.
Yeah. So I would have just. I went away from a threat, so I flew up, and because it's in a closed space, I can only go so high up.
Well, I was about to say, you can't fly up in a circular staircase. You would have to go back into the other room if that's what you're doing. Otherwise, I'm going to change this number.
Some staircases have that cavity, so I didn't know what was there. Like if you're standing up, like spiral staircase, sometimes you can fly, or not fly, but there's...
I was going to say, not in a spiral staircase you could.
Well, yeah. Okay, just tell me what I experience, and then also tell me what I see. So, do I see my friends in front of me, or do I see something else?
You definitely see Vigor, and you definitely see Brandon, but you also need to do what I whispered you, and that's how you would roleplay it.
Well, that's why I asked you what I see.
I'm letting you come up with that. I don't know what that is for you. I can't come up with that.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Whatever you would react to that.
Well, do I get an attack of opportunity for moving away?
In your mind, you would think so. Yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to scream out to my friends that are also in harm's way. Beware the demon's attack! And I am going to cast... Let's see... There. Okay, let me think about this. Enclosed space, friends are around us. I don't want to hurt my friends, so I'm going to cast slow on the demons.
Right, and you know it would not be where Vigor and Brandon are.
Right, and because I'm identifying those individuals in my mind, by exclusion, it's not them. So I'll burn my third level slot.
Okay.
And I'm trying to slow the demons.
Okay. You cast slow on the demons, and that's a DC 18 save?
Yes.
Okay. DC 18 save.
I'm a devil. Demons are my foe.
You got it. That's what I was looking for you for. All right, so y'all see Corvus freak out, and he is definitely acting extremely scared. I'm going to start after Corvus. Vigor, what would you like to do? You see the fear in the tiefling's eyes. And he casts a spell probably behind him since you are in a staircase, but nothing is there. You see nothing. Are you talking, Vigor? Because I can't hear you.
Oh, am I up? I didn't hear
Yep.
that you said I was up.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
After Corvus, you're up.
I will. I never really let go of Corvus. I was still kind of holding on to him.
Well, you definitely feel him jerk and shake then. I mean, he
I'm
is...
going to look him in the eye,
Woot!
and with my around in my material component, pull out a brush, and I'm going to put a little bit of guy liner on.
On the
And-
eye you're missing?
Yes. I am going to cast...
Okay.
And I am going to try to persuade him to...
Persuade
There's
him
nothing there with a 33,
Holy
to
crap!
calm.
mind you.
Jesus.
You try
Very
persuade
fucking persuasive.
him to calm.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there. It's okay.
He
No.
in no way tries to attack you, but he looks back into the other room with true fear in his eyes. Like, he doesn't look at you worried, but almost like you're following your friend in a haunted house and you know something's like right behind you and you're pushing the other person to go faster because Vigor knows, or Corvus knows, he can't go near the monster. He's that scared of it, but it is trying to get close to him. He in a sense does everything that friend's spell does, but the fear and the sheer terror in his eye does not pass. But he doesn't seem to want to attack you, but he'd be quite all right if you'd get the hell up those stairs.
Mm.
I think's the way that would kind of go. Brandon, unless you got like another bonus action.
Are you talking to Corvus or Josh?
Unless yeah, Josh seems to be having something. Unless you got a bonus action or something, I'm gonna move on to Zaris.
Wait, I mean, like, if it's my turn, if that's what you're asking.
No, I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna go down the line and just keep it in order.
Okay.
Zaris, back up top. You hear the sound of Corvus casting a spell as well as Vigor.
And you also hear me yell at demons.
Oh, that's true. He yelled about demons.
I guess I'm going down after him.
All right, you go down and you don't even get down the stairs, and you run right into. You're the only one, and I'm going to put you right there, which is just barely in the stairs. You run right into Brandon in that circular stair. It goes from you to Brandon to Vigor to Corvus in a circular pattern. And you run right into Brandon, and they are piled up in this stairwell. And as you kind of look around that thing, you see that Corvus is just freaking the hell out. He is pushed back against Vigor like he's trying to get up those stairs.
Do I see anything down there?
You see
Like
nothing.
coming up the stairs?
Nope, you see zero.
Just fog?
Yep, more fog.
Vigor, what the hell's going on?
Vigor, if you want to answer that, you didn't use your talk action.
I just continue to say in a very calm voice, "Oh, friend Zaris is here. It's okay. I think Corvus is seeing something we are not. It does not exist. I am trying to calm him down. He seems quite frightened. He keeps talking about the demons that are here, and he cannot see them."
Anything, Zaris?
Just like a blank expression, like a what the fuck did you just say?
That's a good expression. Roland, back to you. You technically see Zaris right at the top of those stairs. Like there's no way you could get down them.
Okay. Well, if I can see
Without
Zaris, then I'm sure I
passing
heard
through.
Vigor. Then I'll just
definitely.
wait at the top.
Yeah, you definitely heard them. I mean, I guess you could technically. They're friend creatures, so you could pass through them at difficult terrain, I guess. But they're packed in there.
Yeah, no, hearing Vigor say that, I will assume that it's all right and wait.
Got it, Brandon.
Yeah. I don't know necessarily if this spell magic does this, but would it release a thrall on a mind, or release, or is it just kind of like mental?
I don't know what you're asking.
If I cast a spell magic on Core, yes.
I mean, you don't know if it'll work or not, because you technically don't know what's going on. But if you want to try it, it's possible.
Well, I know this is
up to you.
Let's try 3rd level Dispel Magic.
3rd level Dispel Magic. Use the spell slot.
Yeah.
However, when you cast it, you realize that this is an extremely potent spell. To dispel it, it is a DC 18 save. This spell has been cast at 8th level.
Oh my god.
But if you can roll basically is Dispel Magic your Bard or Clear It? It's got to be your Bard.
Yeah,
basically
plus 10.
got to get a DC 18 Charisma savings throw.
Charisma saving throw, alright.
Does he get any bonus? Okay, never mind.
Doesn't matter. Boom. This spell is Phantasmal Killer. You have dispelled it at 8th level. Vigor or Corvus, you come right back. That illusionary image just vanishes completely. You lose the fear condition, so you can take that back off.
Whew.
And you are back to yourself.
I was about to
Dispel Magic
dimension duel. You Vigor.
Dispel Phantasmal Killer.
We were about to go outside.
I saw you freaking out, and I generally know what's going on, seeing I know what magic this is. Yeah, it's... Hopefully, this is the last of that.
And then you all move back up top.
That sucked.
Also, when friends drops, you become hostile towards me.
Oh, now you're hostile toward Vigor.
Uh,
I wasn't even looking back at that. I just knew it didn't do anything versus Phantasmal Killer.
let's see.
Oh my god, so...
Your mood is a little hostile toward Vigor. You're having a moment.
You're Vigor, you get a Snickers.
You realize is that he tried to use magic to influence your mood, and you become a little hostile toward him.
I'm going to stink eye you from afar.
I was just trying to help. Just
Or are
trying
you
to
gonna do
help. Well, I only have the one eye.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
He has 2 eyes.
He's got the 2.
It's
I only have the
effective.
one stinky eye.
That's
Double
funny.
effective.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
The spell
apologize.
itself was a Phantasmal Killer cast at 8th level. However, you come up to the top of this Tower of Illusion, and here the whole entire space is also filled with that mist and fog, and it just hangs in the air around everything. And now that you've come up, Vigor, there's no effect, or Corvus, there's no effect to it, but every once in a while you feel like there's an image that seems to manifest in that mist, and you can easily shake it off, but it's still in your head. You saw it, and it was so real, of your worst fear, whatever demon that is. It's almost like you just catch a little glimpse of it as you are standing here in this room, and it's a little unnerving to you as you are standing here. And when you get up here to the top, this utmost chamber is just this big 30-foot square, like kind of odd-shaped room, and it's lit by these purple continual flame spells that are on the wall. And over on the far end at that northwestern wall, you see written in that same language a phrase that you recognize from what Roland was able to tell you last time is Draconic. And yes, Brandon, you are still detecting all that mist and fog and illusion magic and everything.
Hey, Eleander, can you read that?
Eleander or Roland, using his comprehend language, can tell you. He walks over and looks at the wall, and he tells you that. He says it reads, 6th, show thy face to the sky.
No challenge?
I guess the Phantasmal Killers was the challenge.
Says
Yeah.
you.
Well, getting to
Vigo's
the
fault.
top.
It's all Vigo's fault.
It's huge.
Don't talk to me, you're dead to me.
Single tear. Have the one eye.
Single tier. So yes, Roland's able to use his comprehend languages and read it. Show that face to the sky.
Man,
What would you gentlemen like to do?
So close.
I know I missed a session for 2 of them, but have any of the other towers been empty at the top?
Oh, good point.
Because the ones I know, there's always some weird connector to it, like the lady's helmet and maybe the frog guy, although I don't remember which tower that was.
The frog guy wasn't the tower. The frog guy was the observatory.
Oh, okay.
He had taken it and busted it, for the lack of anything better.
Okay.
For the life of me, I can't. I don't think so. But I mean, we can look at the world map and kind of get a better idea to some extent. But I don't recall. Of course, there's quite a bit we haven't seen yet either. We just went to the east, and there's some places in the southeast we haven't gone to. So, cursory search area. Anything else around here?
You fiddle around, and like I say, your vision at this distance is not really obscured like it would be if you were trying to see further away across this 30-foot room. That other side of the wall is pretty hazy, looking through all this fog. But you looking along that wall and looking around, this room looks relatively empty, other than some minor debris that's in here.
Ernest, maybe you give him a hand looking around. I don't think he's talking.
Yes.
Yeah, if he's helping me, I'll do it at a
Yeah.
advantage. Let's see. Is it shift for advantage?
Yeah, hold down shift to pull off advantage.
Golly, come on. No, that's not it.
Yeah, it didn't do it. Just do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never
you
been
guys-
able to hit shift and. Oh.
You guys investigate, that whole side over there. I mean, you see that continual flame torch that's on the wall. But I mean, it's nothing. Nothing seems to be here. I mean, it is debris and the uppermost room of this tower. Wall is solid.
Yep.
Okay. Take the extended way back into cold shoulder Vigor as I try to get to the staircase, kind of scoff.
Right. Well, you only had to pass
Wait.
it once.
Wait, before we go, what if this is the illusion tower, right?
I say yes.
Yeah.
Tell.
Just making sure I'm not wrong.
The tower did not say such.
Well, I would also have let the party know several times that there's illusion magic all around
Yeah.
us. So
Well, then we're gonna go with yes for that. What
Before
if
we entered the tower, I assumed it was because of the fact that it had no writing on it. I mean, that sounds like an illusion to me.
what if the writing on the wall isn't the actual? Like, what if it's an illusion? What if that's not the actual writing we need?
Whoa.
well, would I have detected anything off about the message, David?
You detect illusion magic everywhere.
But not any more or less specifically on that area. It's just an even coding.
You
If it
detect
were.
illusion magic everywhere.
Everywhere.
Everywhere. Well, I don't think we will be able to know either way. But if we come across an extra one,
But isn't there a way to like look through illusions?
Yes, an
Like see
intelligence
past an illusion?
save, or
True sight.
obviously dispel magic or true sight.
That's the only one I remember. In
Maybe
previously
the only.
in the
I think
campaign.
that's the only ones I know. I know you can make an intelligence save to look through past an illusion.
I mean, we could touch the words. See, I don't know if illusion magic can actually make it like engraved. I'm assuming these are engraved in the walls, like if there's divots there or not.
It is not engraved at all. It looks to be in a script of that same draconic script.
I'm gonna try and look past an illusion.
Okay. You go up and do your best to really focus on the script, and if you want to give me intelligence savings throw.
Intelligence save. Is this due to a spell? If there is anything, would it be due to a spell?
It's just looking through an illusion. There is no.
But if it's due to a spell, I would have advantage.
Then no. Technically not a spell.
How about a 19?
19 does do it though. You look at this script and word, and while you do not get rid of the illusion itself, you specifically, unlike all the others, you read something completely different.
oh,
Okay, hold on. What if I can't read Draconic? So can I read it?
You know what? That is a fantastic question now that I've actually given you the message.
I won't say anything.
But
I will
put it in chat.
Oh, it's in chat.
So yeah, let's just roll with it. You're
Okay.
able to read that it says something completely different.
Well, all right. Guys, that was an illusion. There's a completely different phrase right here.
Right. If you remember the message, it says 6, hide thyself behind a mask. Duh. Just kidding. Yeah, par for the course. I mean, I think I would have got some characters and combinations from my magic studies, not to completely comprehend, but see some patterns that I would have been able to assist to make it like less impactful of telling Ethan what he sees. And you said in chat. I don't know where you put that. You talking about Discord chat?
No, it's in the game chat.
Yeah,
Oh, is
it's
it?
right below my intelligence save.
Oh, I see it now. Yeah. Yeah.
All All right, so you know that Zarus was able to look through the illusion
That's awesome.
of the first, and thus you have the actual Octad now as that.
Good call,
Sweet.
Ethan. Dude, that's
Gracias.
clutch.
Gracias.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
So with that, you end up vacating the tower. As you only had to pass that once, and find yourself going back out to the main city. Let me get a red dot to there.
David, because
Yes.
of our geography, knowing where we are in relationship to the big old tower in the middle, the number sequence, is there a pattern of like left to right or right to left, up and down?
You know what? I've never tried to look that up if there was a pattern.
Okay.
Like if you could have went, 1 through 8.
Right.
I mean, there could be like maybe going in a clockwise pattern around, but I don't think there is.
Okay.
I don't think there's enough towers in that order. I
Right.
don't think you could do it that way. I think you would have to do it almost randomly. Because
Okay,
you're
gotcha.
getting one here, but obviously the ones that are next to you you're going to do aren't really close numbers.
That was the 6th one, right?
I think so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Well,
So I mean, 1 and 8's next, and I don't know that they're all that close.
well,
Well,
we
yeah, I
have
guess they are.
we have a white one here that could be
Yeah.
7, and then maybe one way over here could be 1.
Well, you've only got 2
mean
left.
8?
1 and 8.
Right. No.
we only have this one and this.
Yeah.
This
not?
is the entrance. This is the entrance where we have to do the.
Correct.
Okay. It says
Right.
unexplored, so I missed that.
The only reason why it's unexplored is obviously 1, you didn't go there, but the reason why they know it was there is the guy told you that.
Okay.
The guy y'all rescued from the prison here. He told you what that was: the tower, the library, and the House of the Arcane.
What's the green?
That's
green, Go ahead.
that's one of the towers.
Yes, that's one of the towers, but that is the one that Vigor watched the Magen go in, taking the spear from the spear glaive from Zarus. He watched him
cursed
take
item.
it in that tower.
You guys want to go over here?
So with 10 minutes left, let's not try to do another one. We'll
Yep.
save it for next week, and we'll definitely play next week, and then we'll be at the beach for the finale, the center tower, and anything else that you wanna knock out,
Nice.
Sounds good.
because that basically leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, kind of 6, 7 places if you want to visit them, and then the
Yep.
whole center tower.
David, out of curiosity, will we hit the next milestone while we're at the beach, I assume?
Definitely.
Okay, gotcha.
And you technically could hit the last one next Wednesday, but it depends on what you do.
No, it'll be at the beach while you're surfing. You'll just level up. It'll be.
You just
Yeah.
like bing, big golden thing out in the ocean.
Yeah, man.
We're gonna do.
You'll
a
be
polar
in the
bear
ocean,
plunge.
and suddenly you'll be able to cast fireball. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna polar bear plunge it.
Hey, that's actually not a bad idea.
Done
Yeah.
it before.
That sounds like a terrible
I do just-
idea.
I'd do just about anything for a free T-shirt.
Free T-shirt and hot chocolate that day when we did it.
Mm-hmm.
Froze my nutsack off, but it was fun.
Yeah, didn't you catch a cramp and were sore for like 3 days?
Dude, my left or right muscle when we hit that cold water, it
Oh.
cramped up and would not let go. Like
Ew.
I mean, I walked from the beach all the way back to the Ocean Lakes Clubhouse to get the T-shirt and the
That's a walk too.
the hot chocolate, and it's a pretty good walk. I couldn't get that cramp out for nothing. I mean, it almost gave me a limp. It stayed cramped up so bad.
Wow.
Never had anything like that, but I got to admit, that
Sure.
water was cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, does that encourage me to try that?
Well, I'm not giving you a free T-shirt, so
Yeah, I'm
can't
not giving those away.
yeah, I can't say I've got anything to give you other than
David's
couple
only
nights
leveling
free
us
stay.
up. David's only.
Oh, you broke up, Josh.
You cut
Do it
out
again.
so bad.
You're only leveling us up if we take the polar bear.
That is
that's
correct.
right.
That's correct.
If you take the polar bear plunge, I'll give you 2 levels instead of
Oh!
There's
Oh.
enticement.
To
I'm
the
all on
beach!
You can
I'm
get
all
it
about it.
now. It's got to
I'm
be
there.
under the polar bear plunge rules. All
Hair's
the
gotta
way
get wet.
submerged. All
Hair's
the way
gotta get
submerged.
wet.
You got to be submerged. You can't just roll in there and throw your head, dunk your head under. All the way submerged. 2
Worth it.
levels instead of 1 for the polar
Worth
bear
it.
plunge.
What do I get at 15?
It'll really hopefully it'll be a really, really, really warm winter's day.
Yeah, I haven't looked at the 10-day forecast
Wait.
at Myrtle Beach. I don't know what to tell you.
Boiling.
How far is the water from the house?
I'm gonna say it's less than a football field length. I mean, maybe 50 yards.
I'm jumping in. I'm bringing my
Maybe.
swimsuit. I'm doing it.
Yeah, maybe 50 yards.
I will stay on the beach. I will walk the beach. I don't do
75 at the
oceans.
most. Yeah, 75 at the most, depending on if the tide's in or out.
Yep. That'll be my shower for the night.
Oh, salty dog.
That's right. That's my nickname. Next campaign, Salty Dog.
There you go.
Partly
go.
cloudy. Saturday is
Oh
partly
my gosh,
cloudy. 50 degrees.
It does look to be about 50 degrees,
not
but
that
it
bad.
also looks like it could possibly be raining.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
It does look like there could be a chance of rain, but at 50 degrees, I mean, it might
Almost 60.
Yeah, it might be kind of warm, but that wind cutting through there might be chilly as well as if it's raining.
But
yeah,
hey, but 2
polar bear
levels.
plunge.
We'll do it.
If you hit the milestone, which there's no way you can't, you'll get 1 level. But if you polar bear plunge it, I'll give you 2.
Oh!
I'll do it right. And I mean, polar bear plunge rules.
Yes.
I mean, you got it. I don't care if you're staying there for just 3 seconds. It's got to be a full submerge, and you can get right to hell back out with a towel.
I'm there.
I might even swing by somewhere and get a box of Swiss Miss, and we'll make some hot chocolate.
How's some Irish coffee?
You can bring
Yeah.
that too. You can bring that too.
I was about to
I'm
suggest
thinking of
that.
bringing some Amarita. I ain't even saying it right now.
Surfside Beach water temperature today was 51.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Nope. Nope.
Pretty good.
No, that sounds awful. 70 is freezing.
I don't know how air temperature and water temperature compare to each other, but 50 degrees is like me still in shorts and a short shirt.
Well, that's like normal temperature because that's me. I wear shorts today. I wear shorts
same.
99% of the time.
Well, water
but I will
affects you
tell you,
differently.
the ocean water will be completely different, especially if there's a breeze and if it's raining.
Yes.
Because you
Two
got
levels.
oh my gosh, because you got to realize that just the day before on Friday, it will have dropped down to 37 degrees that night.
Whew.
Yeah, just any drop in your core temperature that rapidly, which the water does, is
Oh, it ain't gonna hurt you. There ain't nothing gonna happen to you. There was 250 people out there doing it with us, and we didn't even check the temperature, and it was cold.
I'm there.
They
Sea
have a
level.
they have a big
Cold
polar
water,
bear.
it's more like if you stay in there
Yeah, you just
for a
can't
while,
stay in
that's when it can be a problem.
Yeah, you just can't stay in it. Quick dip.
Yeah.
That's nothing. There was kids and women and men and old people and like I say, I bet there was 250 people out there.
And the only
They have a-
quick thing is
See
if you're
anyone
like
sneezing,
scuba
like,
diving.
"Ah!"
Yeah. Oh gosh, they like I say they have a big polar bear plunge. I think we were down there that year. Wasn't it New Year's, Ethan, or was it Christmas?
I think it was New Year's.
I think it was New Year's too when they do the big polar bear plunge event.